Welcome in, everyone. Happy Monday, Merch Queen Monday, from home, not from the parks today. Welcome in, everybody. I hope you had a great weekend. What do you guys, what do you guys think of the new intro? It's kind of hard, right? It's kind of kick-ass-ish. Yes, I said kick-ass-ish. It's Merch Queen. They don't censor me here. Unless I censor myself, which I don't ever plan to do. Just kidding. So I hope you guys had a great weekend. I hope you watched my short from earlier. Kind of gonna touch a little bit on this weekend, my daughter's birthday, the little incident that I encountered. Kind of wanted to give the full story on that, if you watched the short earlier. And just kind of talk about things in life in general. I did have a question that somebody wanted me to address, or a subject to bring up, which I thought was pretty interesting. And it's funny because it kind of fits in also with something that I'm kind of going through at the moment. So I thought it was a great topic to kind of touch on as well. So anyways, so welcome in, everybody. Please make sure that you hit the like button, make sure you're subscribed, and all that goody two shoes good stuff. Let me put my dumb glasses on. Karina P says, hello, Karina. Just Mini Girl says, good evening, Merch Queen. Hello, Just Mini Girl. How are you, sweetheart? Welcome in. Anna MB says, hello, Merch Queen. And everyone, hello, Anna. How are the babies? Disney Love says, welcome in, everyone. Please watch in 1080p resolutions. Like the stream, guys. Thank you, Disney Love. Disney Love says, happy Monday. Happy March. Happy Monday. Happy birthday to all the March babies again. Didn't realize how many people I knew in March. Celebrated this weekend again, my daughter's birthday. Still have more friends' birthdays coming up that are in March. So happy pre-birthday to all of you. Happy belated birthday to those of you who have already had a birthday that passed. Disney Love says, let's get her to 200 likes. Crazy Cat Lady, hello. How are you? Crazy Cat Lady, which I know is Rena, says, hola, Celeste and Javier, prepárese. Crazy Cat Lady says, hi, Karina Mini Girl. Crazy Cat Lady says, hello to Disney Love. Hi, Anna. Mr. Michael, thank you so much for the Girl Scout cookies, courtesy of Akari. Thank you guys so much. I have eaten 8, consumed, hoovered. It's been a month, guys. It's been a month. It's kind of crazy. Thank God for the Girl Scout cookies, because I probably went through half the boxes already. It's been a rough month, guys. Aisha, she was a girl that I never had. Aisha says, good evening all. Hello, Aisha. Mr. Marcus says, welcome, everyone. Melinda Marcus says, hi, have fun. Thank you, Melinda. Mr. Michael with a 32-month Merchling membership. Yay! With the Merch Queen, with all the bags. All the bags. Junior LA Street Dog. Brother Bear. Says, lucky like number 13. Happy life chat hacks with Chelsea. OMG. Crazy Cat Lady says, will Celeste be making any craft projects during the stream? I wonder. Not yet. You know, Easter's coming up, and last Easter I did a lot of Easter projects. But right now that, you know, I'm working on my house and everything, I do need to go to storage and bring out my Easter decorations. So maybe one day we can, you know, you guys can do a decorate with me, decorate my house with me for Easter. I don't know if I'll make anything new, but we'll see. But I did make a lot last year, so I think my house is pretty full with Easter decor, but we'll see. You never know. It is hot. Anyway, what in the world? I'm like sweating over here. I need air conditioner down here. So I need to put down here in the Merch Queen, what are we going to call this? The Merch Queen vault over here. The Merch Queen vault needs some air conditioning. Woo-wee. And then, the lights. Miss Moon says, hi, everyone. Hi, Miss Moon. Mr. Michael says, that's all for me. Yoo-hoo. Hi, yoo-hoo. Yoo-hoo says, hello, everybody. Happy Monday. Miss Moon says, hi, Celeste. Hello, hello. Wondrous Trinity, what's happening? Sugar cakes. What's going on? Hello, hello. Wondrous Trinity says, hi, Celeste. I'm ready for the tea. I'm ready to spill it. I'm ready to spill it all. Brew it. Grind it. Boil it. Do you boil water? I'm not a tea person. So, but yeah, I don't drink it, but I'm ready to spill it. Vengali says, hi, Celeste. Happy Monday. Hope you and Javier are doing well. Vengali, hello, my friend. How are you? I miss you. I hope you're a little bit cooler up there because this is hot down here. Did I mention how hot it is? H-O-T. Hot. Flaming. Boiling. Bubbling. It's hot. I'm melting. Smoldering. What's other words for hot? It's hot. Jocelyn Paola Fuentes Lopez says, hi, Merch Queen. Hello, hello. Wondra says, I hyped your Paris Day 7 vlog. So, let me tell you something about this Paris vlog. First of all, I always wonder why everybody hates me. I swear I'm totally being sabotaged. So, first of all, the vlog's gotten a lot of likes. But y'all, it gives us the duration of time that you guys are watching. It says like less than 4 minutes. How are you watching an 18-minute vlog in 4 minutes? Obviously, I was saying earlier that I'm so surprised that nobody has commented on how Celeste does not like to share. I blatantly, I didn't even realize I did this, which is funny. And then it's even put into slow-mo where you see that I literally take, I don't cut off a piece of the cake that has the strawberry on it because I want to share it. And I blatantly called out for it. And I was like, oh my God, we get so much hate on this. Hustle doesn't like to share. Meanie, right? Nobody commented on it, which I thought was hilarious. Also, I've watched this vlog already since it's dropped this morning. Probably about 7-ish times. And every time I've seen it, I've cried. Every time it comes to that part with the poodle. And how much it meant to me to be in Paris, right? I mean, I've always wanted to go there. You guys thought I was joking. I manifested almost to the T of a picture I had painted in my mind of what I wanted for years, the classic picture. And so it happens, you know, and I keep thinking about, again, how, you know, I true believer in signs and how that was one sign that I was to be in Paris at that time. Through all the evilness that happened before that, you know, we almost didn't even make it. And the fact that God gave me a little tiny sign saying, you were meant to be here. You work hard. You busted your ass. This is where you're meant to be this day and time. And I'm going to bring you this cute little poodle in this hot pink sweater that matches perfectly with your outfit. And I manifested this picture almost to the T. And every time I see that part in the vlog, I'm like, oh my gosh, amazing. But anyway, I'm surprised that nobody commented on the total robbery I did on the cake with the strawberry because I do not like to share. But anyways, it's funny. But thank you, Andres, for the little timestamps. That was cute. We got Spiderman in there. Cute little spider comes down and we're at the restaurant eating escargot. That was like so much fun.
Well, Angie said
And
she
then,
hasn't seen it, so spoiler.
oh, you know, Spitterman, eating escargot. Um, some of that day we did go live. I believe when we were on the bus tour, when we went to Notre Dame, when we ate escargot. But there's some stuff in there that was vlogged beforehand that nobody had seen. It did go out to members earlier, or like at midnight last night or something, and went out to the public earlier today. So make sure you watch the vlog, guys. Very important. Hype it. Leave a comment. Leave a like. Same thing on my shorts, guys. Help me out here. Like it. Comment on it. Helps. Judy Wonderland. Hi, Jude. Hey, Jude. Judy Wonderland says, bueno, bueno, everyone. Angie Ellie. Hi, Angie. Hi, Bradley. Bradley, are you watching? I heard you got detention, bruh. What are you doing? OMG. I'm going to talk to Pocahontas about this. Anyways, you know,
Proud of you.
if you said something from your heart and you meant it and it was a statement, then brother man, I'm all with you. I'm very proud of you for speaking up. We're going to talk about speaking up a little bit later too. Lucky's DIY Garage. Hello, friend. Says, much love, Celeste and Javier. How are you, my friend? Welcome in. Please make sure you guys follow Lucky's DIY Garage. Also on the YouTubes. If one of the mods can please drop Lucky's link in the chat. And also La Vida with Kim and Chicana Bling as well. Yoo-hoo says, hello, Anna, that is not for me. Andrew Kwan, my friend, how are you? Welcome in. Look, Andrew, I am not at work right now. I mean, I did work earlier. This is why I'm not at the park today. I'm just not in a park mood. I'm a little bit of a park funk. Park funk. Funky park. Park funk. Anyways, no park today, or for a little bit. I need to turn my focus to other stuff right now. Got to make this YouTube channel grow. Getting ready for many adventures. A lot of events coming up this year. I'm gonna just saying that already makes me choked up. Again, you know, we got the Forever 49 coming up, and I'm trying to get my house done and ready by that time because I have a vision that I'm going for, and of course, it is from my favorite show, The Summer I Turned Pretty, when Belle's in Paris and it's her birthday, and there's taper candles everywhere. I don't know if you guys can see them, the taper candles everywhere. And I just want a galore of candelabras and taper candles everywhere. And it's just going to be really nice and elegant, and have my friends, my family, people who mean something to me, who hold a very special place in my heart.
So when you hear the fire department from dispatch to send up his first, it's all the candles.
Tandern says, hello, my fellow beautiful Taurus. Sending love. Hello, you're a Taurus. When is your birthday? Taurus, my fellow Taurus. You know, as Taurus, let me tell you, we can be mean. The horns come out. I really tried to retract my horns a lot, but you know what? I'm proud of my horns. I'm proud of who I am. I'm proud of the fact that I'm not afraid, as tiny as I am, to speak my mind, to say what's on my mind, to be vigilant, to be a voice for people who cannot speak, right? Somebody told me that earlier. They're like, you know, use your platform to voice things that are going on today. And you know, you speak for people who cannot speak for themselves, and that meant a lot to me, because I do stand up for a lot of human rights. You know, it's just who I am, and it comes out strong sometimes. But we'll talk about that too later. Let's see here. Antoine says, daytime was Javier's time, but nighttime is the queen's time. Thank you, Andrew. Yes, yes, yes. Lucky's DIY Guard says, Kim said hi, too. Hi, Kim. I heard you guys are at the park the other day. I'm so sad that I missed you guys, by the way. And I guys have passes, so we had to make sure that we find a time to meet up. Miss Moon says, it's hot. Woo! It's hot. It's hot. It's hot. This is hot, hot, hot. Feeling hot, hot, hot. Do-do-do, do-do-do. Feeling hot, hot, hot. Celeste is hot, hot, hot. Says, are you going to wear anything green tomorrow since it is St. Patrick's Day? That is a great question. At work, unfortunately, not. Unless, well, maybe I can find a green sweater to wear on top. Maybe I will be a green goblin tomorrow because in my department, we rotate for something called RN Stat. So this is our month, which means this is the month that I have to wear a uniform, which I hate to wear my uniform. I thought I had retired that. But we are on rotation, so this is our month. So I must wear a uniform all month. So tomorrow I'm wearing my navy blues, but maybe I'll wear a green sweater on top. I don't have any green shoes, but the white tennis shoes that I have might match. But do I have a green sweater? I think so. I don't know. I got to find something. I have a lot of sweaters, but do I have a green one? I don't really know. I mean, I have something green. Why am I thinking it's a piece of jewelry? I can't remember. I don't know why I want to say I have a piece of green. Oh, I have green sunglasses, but I think that'd be frowned upon to wear them at work. But they have cute little emeralds on the side, but they're super cutesies. But as far as a green sweater, I'll find something where it's green. Who asked me that anyways? Jocelyn. I will try and find something green. I promise. Maybe I'll take a picture and post it like in my green. Tandern, welcome to the Merchlings. Oh my gosh, thank you for joining the membership. Guys, just make sure we drop the shopping bags in the chat and let's fill them bags, fill them bags, fill them bags. Thank you so much. Well, welcome in. And my fellow Taurus. I love this. Thank you. Angela 53 says, I saw the cute Disney Easter spring train at Costco. OMG, there's an Easter spring train. I have not seen this Easter spring train. I do have my, well, not right now, but it's in the works. My Disney Easter Village will be coming to life soon. So maybe within the next couple of live streams, I will show you my Disney Village. And I don't know. So I'll be showing you guys that soon. Junior LA Street Dog says, did I hear that there's tea being spilt? Never spilt. We poured out intentionally here. Never spill it by accident. I'm just kidding. Sorry, not sorry. Kidding, not kidding. Hi, DA. DA says, hi, Celeste. You look fantabulous as usual. Hope to see you soon. I need a hug. Aw, how are you, DA? Love you. Miss you. Virtual hugs. Mystical Star Lily says, hi, Celeste. Hi, Mystical Star Lily. Formerly Stargazer, correct? Vangelis says, LOL, it's hot up here too. Miss you both too. We miss you more. Crazy Cat Lady says, it's not for me. My glasses are sliding down my nose because it's flipping hot. Tandy. Arn says, hi. Oh, it's just Tandy. That's a cute name. Tandy. Is that your real name? That's cute. Tandy. I like that. You who says, what your know me, hey, hello? Wait, what? Wait, what? What? You're know me? Hey, hello. Mystical Star Lily says, hi, yoo-hoo. Crazy Cat Lady says, is Happy joining you tonight on your stream? No, Mondays is usually just me. But you know, there's always little voices in the background. It's like, I don't know if those are the evil voices in my head or what. Angela 53 says, oh no, spoiler alert, I haven't viewed it yet. Oh, what's taking you so long? It's so good. The vlog is really, really, really good. Junior LA Street Dog says, I'm quite familiar with Chelsea's non-sharefulness firsthand. OMG. I'm about to tell you, get a new story. You should all know the Merch Queen does not share snacks, desserts, food. Yeah, anything that is consumed in my mouth, the Merch Queen does not share. This one says, that's awesome, Celeste. Wonder says, so time-stamped everything else but the slow-mo part of you not sharing. Oh, that's a good thing because I was like, wow, totally thrown under the bus and called out that not only does he say it in the vlog that I totally like purposely did not scoop it up with the strawberry, but then puts it back in there in slow-mo, and I'm like, wow. But you literally see me go over like if I was gonna cut it where the strawberry is, and then I take it out and I cut it right in the front of the strawberry, and I'm like busted big time. Merch Queen don't share. Tandy says it was serendipitous. I love it. Christy says, hi, lovelies. Hello, hello. Lucky's DIY Garage says, I don't like to share my food either. It's so funny because it reminds me of that Friends episode with Joey. Like, Joey don't share food, right? And I feel like the same thing. Like, you guys may think that I'm joking, and I know we joke about it a lot on stream, but I seriously, it is hard for me to share food. Like, I am seriously stingy, like, with my food, my snacks, like, well, yeah, my sweets. That's what, yeah, that's true. Not so much food, but my sweets, yes, for sure. Or my, and forget my snacks. You ain't getting nothing out of me. I better be in a seriously good mood to share snacks. Junior was lucky that day. Only because he's my mod. I figure I gotta give some mod love. He can have a snack. And I literally gave him one red vine. Erin Estrada says, hi, Merch Queen. Hi, Erin. Zaywap says, hey, sus, happy Monday. Hi, Zaywap. Hi, Big Bull. How are you guys? Angie LA53 says he's innocent and was victim shamed. I see it. Power to the people. Bradley, I got you, my friend. I got you. Bailey Kimmy says, I'm loving the Merch Queen Castle. Thank you very much. Bailey says, popping in quick before KK's bedtime. Lil KK! Angela 53 says, thanks for the support. I'm about to make signs and like protest in front of Bradley's school. You know, like, hell no, he won't go to detention. Hell no, he won't go to detention. I don't know, we'll think of something, a better chant than that, but something along those lines. Did he serve already? Did he serve time? Because, you know, we'll go out there and we'll protest. Oh, it was today. OMG. You're okay, Bradley? You didn't come out with like any tattoos, initiations, nothing like that, right? We're good? You're good? You made it through detention, I hope. Tandy says, my darling, I'm right there with you. Getting older is hard. I'm a proud 1976 baby. Girl, we got this. OMG, and you're 76. And you're a Taurus. Okay, what date is your birthday on? My birthday is May 7th, 1976. We are forever 49. I'm just going to kind of throw that out there. Refuse to turn 50. Forever 49. Angela 53 says, so hot in here. It's getting hot in here. So take off all your clothes. Mystical Star Lily says, I like the bling hats and the heart hands. Oh, yes. I forgot to show you guys my heart hands last time because you guys know I cannot, to save my life, do heart hands, right? So it's always the circle of love. Right? It's infinity, guys. Come on. Circle. Wonder says, you can hear, you can wear green chonies. I can, but I don't even have a pair of green underwear. I should invest in some. I don't know why I would need green underwear, but I will wear some. But then people are gonna be like, you're not wearing green, and then I'm gonna have to like pull down my pants and show them my chonies and be mooning people all day long. I think that's kind of frowned upon at, at Merch Queen Island, but we'll see. Never know. Crazy Cat Lady says, Tandy, I was born in 1976 too. Crazy Cat Lady, you're 76 too? Wow. We got a lot of 76ers in here. Bicentennial babies. If you were born in 1976, you are considered a bicentennial baby. That sounds really old, right? Bicentennial. Especially when you're now older than the bicentennial. Bicentennial has way passed. We are going into United States is going to be 250 years old. OMG. Definitely have passed the bicentennial plus 50. So 250 years old. The United States of America is that old. Yeah. Well, happy birthday to the United States of America as well. July 4th. Junior LA Street Dog says, you got to have at least a green Grogu sweater. Oh, I do. I have lots of Grogu wear, actually. I want to say I kind of glanced at it really quick. I want to say I kind of saw it. Angela 53 says, Emerald is our birthstone. It is. Wait, Angie. Our birthstone. You're a May baby too. OMG. May what? Are you a Taurus? Are you Gemini? Wondrous Journey says, we throw hot tea carelessly here. This is true. This is true. We check it. Mystical Star Lily says, yes, that's right. I was Stargazer. Perohead, hi Perohead. How are you, my friend? How are you and your lovely wife doing? I miss seeing you guys at the park. I hope you're well. Perohead says, yo, what up? Happy Monday, everyone. What up? What up? What up? What up? Crazy for Disney says, hello. Oh, it says Celeste. Hey, boo, hey. Hi, Tiff. Welcome in. Tandy says, yes. My mom named me after the Tandy computer from Radio Shack. LOL. OMG. Wow. That's kind of cool. We can't get any more vintage than that. That's kind of cool. I kind of like that name. I'm digging it. I'm digging it. She just changed the spelling. I like it. I like it a lot. Gina Wonderland says, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe. Hit the bell for more. Pal559 says, does Javier still do Motivational Monday and Wednesday streams? Yes, you missed it this morning, pal. Always Mondays, always Wednesdays.
You have the notification bell turned on and give me the alert.
Yeah, don't forget to, some of you don't know, so when you hit the notification bell, it gives you two options. Make sure you always click on the one that says all, and you should get all the alerts. Gina Wonderland says 56 people watching and 41 likes already. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe. Angela says May 3rd for me. Also a bicentennial. OMG. 3 Tauros in here. 3 bicentennial babies in here. I'm still waiting for Rena to come through with the birth date for 1976. But 3 Tauruses in here, 3 Tauros. It's like bring it on, go Tauros. I mean, come on, you guys. This is awesome. May 3rd, May 7th, and let's see what Tandy's birthday is if they put it in here.
Yeah, I think you skipped it.
My birthday is April 25th. You are an April baby. The Beefeater is also a Taurus. He is April 30th. So almost a happy birthday to the Beefeater as well. We were born 1 week apart. Okay, so 2 Taurus. So, no, 2.
What with you?
2. Oh,
Tandy,
no, I'm sorry. 3 Tauros. So we got Tandy, Angie, and Celeste. Tandy, Angie, Celeste. I just need to put the E in there because we got Tandy, Angie, Celeste, Mr. Michael Lee. OMG, Mr. Michael is also almost my twin. He is, I think, 2 days after me. May 9th, sir. But not a bicentennial baby. I believe I'm older. So, but that's okay. 4 Tauros in here. Tandy, Angie, Celeste, Michael Lee, Mr. Michael Lee. If the Beefeater is watching, the Beefeater. Actually, his name does end with an E, but we won't tell his name. June Wonderland says, oh, I read this one. Let me see. So May 3rd. OMG, this is going to be a party. May's going to be a party. Party hardy. Susanna says, I'm 1970. Wow. Suzanne A is 1970. Mystical Star Lily says, that's not for me. Judah Wonderland says, I have nothing green besides a jacket. But it's too hot. It's hot. It's going to be hot this week. I'm wearing no jackets. Although I am always having a big jacket, a sweater, or something out of my office because it's like a freezer down there. I'm near the morgue and it's scary and ghosts walk the hallways and it's real cold down there. I always have my heater on. It's going to be 100 tomorrow. I'm going to have my heater on high because that's how cold it gets down there. Rena says September 24th is my birthday. September baby. Still a bicentennial baby though. Crazy for Disney says, did I just hear that the merch queen is in need of some green? Having must pin money on you for St. Patrick's Day. That's some good green. Mystical Star Lily says Virgo, September 1970. Tandy says, hopefully we make it to July 4th, LOL. This is true. This is very true. Crazy Cat Lady says, Sapphire is my birthstone and I'm a Libra. Suzanne A says, me too, I'm a Virgo. Wondrous Sugar Cake says, there needs to be a tea notification option. This is true. This is true. Tea bags. So wrong on so many levels. Mr. Michael says, Taurus here too. Yay! Miss Moon says, my sister is May 3rd. Oh, wow. Another May baby. Miss Moon says, LOL, that's cool. Tandy says, love it. Junior LA Street Dog says, no, it's Tandy, Angie, and Chelsea, and Mikey. OMG. Leave it for Mikey. That's funny. Yes, that is 100% true. Street Dog. Cheetah Wonderland says, let's go, Tauros. We are the Tauros, the mighty, mighty Tauros. We're so terrific. We must be Tauros. Cheetah Wonderland says, Aquarius here. Aquarius. You hippie baby. Tandy says, I am also a dog lover. My baby is Leonardo. Oh my God, how cute. Leonardo. What a cute name for your doggy, Leonardo. As in DiCaprio or Da Vinci? I mean, it's total. I don't know. What other Leonardos do we know? I got Lil Guy, aka, well, actually his name is Peanut, aka Lil Guy, but everybody knows him as Little Guy. In fact, I put a lot of little memes today about Little Guy. He's Mama's baby. Disney Mom says, hi, Celeste. Happy Monday. I'm a Libra. October 7th, 1979. Another bicentennial baby. Wow, I got a lot of powerful people in here. Born in 1979. I'm assuming we're all women. Tandy. I don't know male or female, but wow. I mean, for the ones that I do know, powerful women. We're going to talk about powerful women too today.
And Mr. Michael.
And Mr. Michael, powerful man. Powerful woman lover, Mr. Michael. Tandy says he is 13 years old. Oh, he's a little guy. I hope he's immortal. Little guy's immortal. By the way, little guy's immortal. Immortal. That's the song. Because his mama said. And he goes crazy when I tell him, whoa, whoa, whoa. And he gets all crazy. That's his song. Because his little guy's immortal. Little guy will live forever. I hope you all know that. Because if not, my heart's going to be broken. But I know my little guy will never leave me. Andy says, we're also Year of the Fire Dragon. We are. Not just Year of the Dragon, but Fire Dragon. I mean, how awesome is that, right? I mean, we got fire in our souls. We love fire, but we are an earth sign as well. So go figure. That's kind of crazy, right? Juno Wonderland says, aw, little guy. Akari says, Cancer here. Yes, I can be moody and crabby and can snap back. My son, my middle son, he is also a Cancer. He is very crabby and snappy. I second that. Mystical Star Lily says, my name is Jennifer. Hi, Jennifer. I like your name. Andrew Kwan says, Akari! Akari says, sugar cakes. Candy says, yes, woman here. Been through a lot, but still here, LOL. Haven't we all, sister? Haven't we all? Powerful women here on this stream. All right, you guys. So, Mystical Star Lady says, thank you, Celeste. Hello, hello, hello. So, really quick, just to kind of kick this off. So, it was my daughter's birthday this weekend. March 14th was her birthday. And she sent me a couple of places she wanted to go that she saw on the Insta. And I was like, okay, let me see, you know, bring out the Instagrammies, show me what you want, show me what you like, where you want to eat, what's trending in SD. Found a lot of cute places. We're on the waiting list for a lot of them. We did find one place that she wanted to go to, which was called Roy's on the waterfront. Beautiful restaurant, outdoor, right on the marina. You got the boats in the background, waterfront right there. Very classy, very pretty. It is housed inside the Marriott. So I booked a room at the Marriott. And what a beautiful resort. OMG. I cannot, this is probably one of the more beautiful resorts I have been in. Very tropical looking, very island-like, very Hawaiian looking. The pool's beautiful, the ambiance, the music, the people, the staff was amazing. The location, beautiful. The price was great. The inside the rooms, very nice. No complaints at all about this hotel. So if you're ever in San Diego, seriously pay the Marriott, I think Marquis in San Diego. Beautiful. You will love it. Roy's on the waterfront was housed on the other side of the pool, in the Marriott. Don't know if it's affiliated. I don't think so, because I think there's we read that there was a Roy's over here in Anaheim, actually right next to Bubba Gump on Catella. Their menu is a lot different than the one that's in San Diego. So the price variation as well, completely different. More regular priced meals at the one in Anaheim, where the one in San Diego was a little bit more uppity, a little bit more expensive. The menu was a little bit more limited. And like I said, very much more pricier. But the food was OMG amazing. But my experience, and my experience was not as great as everything else, as much as I would have wanted it to be for Macy. That's my daughter's name, Macy. But kids will be kids, and as much as I tell my daughter, you must be vigilant. You must be aware of your surroundings at all times. I don't care, even if you feel like you're in somewhere safe, like a restaurant or somewhere else, or even if you feel that you're safe because you're with family or friends, doesn't matter. And I tell all of you this, please be vigilant. Please be aware of your surroundings at all times. Walking into the restaurant, beautiful. I check in. They tell me, okay, you'll be seated as soon as your party gets here. As soon as Macy and her friends got there, they all came in. And as soon as they walk in, I can feel the vibe. As soon as they walk in right away, I see the girls at the front desk. It's kind of like, she saw us there. She never came up and she never said, oh, all your party's here. Are you ready to be seated? Nothing. After waiting a while, I went up there. I was like, oh, my party's seated, is all here. And I was like, oh, okay. Okay, we literally 3 feet from you, but okay. So she's like, your table's ready. I'll take you guys out there. So they take us out there. They seat us. I'm the last one to walk in. So the kids were on a long table of, I think there was eight chairs. So we had a longer table. And and then there was smaller tables that were right by the glass, by the water. And they each sat 4. Well, there's 2 tables here, 1 here, and here's our table of 6. Or of 8. And as soon as we walk in, again, I'm the last one, the kids are all excited, like, oh, wow, looking at everything, it's so pretty, and they're just college students. A little bit loud, but not too bad. It was still, but you can tell that they were very excited to be there. They all looked beautiful, dressed beautifully. Macy bought a dress from Macy's. She looked beautiful. It was like a cute little periwinkle dress with a bunch of filled with beads. And we walk in, and right away, I'm the last one to walk in, and you just notice that everybody is looking at us. And I'm a person who does not know what color is. I come from a very, very, very extremely diverse family. We are a very colorful family. I come from a family that has a lot of different races, religions, lifestyles, and even if you want to go as far as to religion, politics, all that stuff. And, because I've been brought up that way, I don't see color. I'm blind. I'm colorblind when it comes to that. I'm seriously colorblind when it comes to people. And never in my 49 years, I've countered little things here and there, you hear little things, but never anything, I think, seriously directed towards me personally, or the group that I was with, or in our group in general. But the vibe changes as we walk to the restaurant, and everybody who's sitting there is starting to turn around and look at you. And as soon as we walk outside, the couple that was sitting at the table across from us, They were an older white couple, and the restaurant was predominantly white. Now my daughter is half white, and so in case you guys didn't know that, but walking through, they see that we are a very colorful group. And when I say we are a very colorful group, I'm talking brown skin, white skin, and also we have our own family, LGBTQ, beautiful, colorful family. One of Macy's best friends, who's a beautiful human being, who I just fell in love with him when I met him. He's like probably like 6 foot tall. He was wearing beautiful 6-inch bright pink stilettos with the perfectly pink, bright pink matching purse and beautiful goatee, lashes. He had better nails than me. I told him, like, how is it you have better nails than me? Beautiful nails, be just a beautiful, beautiful person in general. Well, as we walk in and everybody's staring and looking at us, we go to sit down. As soon as we come in, there's Macy's friend, guy friend, and then there's another girl, and then there's more of us here on this side. And then there's a couple empty chairs here. So I'm like, so as soon as we walk in and Macy's friend goes to sit down, this older man gets up, and he was just like in disgust. I mean, you could see the ugly red eyes this man had. And I was like, oh no. And I looked at him like, oh no, he's not looking at us like that. He literally stood up from his chair and called the waiter over and was like that he did not want to sit there, and what were we doing there, and how did we get into this place? And he refused to. So then he moved to the other side next to the wife. Well, now he's looking directly at us. At least before, his back was towards us. He didn't have to see us if he didn't want to see us. He moves to the other side. And so I was like, I said, I'm going to go sit on the other side. I said, in case anything happens. So I go sit on the other side next to Macy's friend. And I can still hear him talking. And the kids are totally oblivious to all of this because they're enjoying themselves. They're in the moment. They're living it. They're trying to figure out who's going to sit where and who's going to sit next to who and where are they going to put all Macy's presents. And they're like, oh my God, it's so pretty, looking at the water and taking pictures. And they're just being kids, young adults, living life, loving life, enjoying life, celebrating their friend's birthday. And Chrissy says, jealous of the stilettos. Possibly, maybe he wanted to wear them. I don't know, but the disgust, the legit disgust on his face. And I turned, looked at him, I was like, is there a problem here? I totally felt like Ice Cube coming out and be like, is there a problem here? I wish I could have like lifted up my navy blue, crew neck sweater, and there was gonna be like, if you know the movie, I'm not gonna say, but I was like, and I just kind of was like, and he just like looked at me like, brown lady, get out of here. He didn't like the brown people, or the word he used, the gay people, and he didn't realize that this is the kind of establishment that let us people in. And I was just like, oh, I about almost had a heart attack. And I am not one to stay quiet. Now, had it not been my daughter's birthday, it took every bit of restraint I had. And if you know me, I get crazy to keep my mouth shut. So hard to do. But yeah. I did. I was like, and I was just like, OMG, because I couldn't believe what was happening. I couldn't believe my ears. I couldn't believe my eyes. I couldn't believe my heart, because I was like, I've never been targeted directly. I mean, again, we may be targeted as a group, as a whole, as whatever, but to something be personally happened to me in a direct group that I'm in, the brown people, the gay people, yeah, I'm brown and I'm proud. So be it. And I'm sure, we're very, and I was like, and I'm like, I love being a colorful group. And, I will stand up for anything. So this man was like, we want to move. I was like, good, bye. We don't like your kind anyways. Get on. Deuces, as Chris Brown would say, deuces, you guys know that song. Bye. And I was like, we don't like your kind anyways. You can go. And he just looked at me with disgust. And they moved. I don't know where they moved them to. I don't really care. I just knew they were not sitting next to us anymore. And bye. You're not running me out of town. You want to be the one that has the little, remember sheep in my shorts talk about sheep. You want to be the little sheep with the little brains and follow everybody else, and not respect people for who they are. Bye. And so I went about with my dinner. We had 3 different servers. Again, I don't know if they were just being overly attentive to us, or if they just kept switching off because nobody really wanted to help us. Again, I did feel a little bit awkward as the staff came to wait on us. They were not very friendly, but they weren't rude either. But they were kind of like, okay, I mean, they were very nice to me, but they're nice to me because obviously they know that mama's the one that's paying, right? So of course the waiter is going to be nice to me. But as it came down to taking everybody's order, when it came down to Macy's friend, they weren't as friendly or nice to him. And I didn't like that. And the food was delicious, brought out, on time. They came to pick up everybody's plates, everybody's silverware, and they always forgot his. They wouldn't pick his up. They wouldn't touch his. So I would grab it and I would pass it to the girl, who was very nice. And she was very, very nice. Very nice. I wish I would have got her name and went to the manager and gave her a compliment. But anyways, I couldn't understand why they don't keep picking up his glass. Why they ask everybody else and they don't ask him what he wants to drink? Why are they not picking up his silverware, his dishes, and giving everybody else clean silverware and dishes? Hello? So I caught on to the things. So finally, I told the kids, I'm like, look, and Macy, actually, Macy's always very oblivious, but she said she noticed when we sat down, she noticed the couple and that they left, but she didn't know why. She thought they were done with their food. I said no. And so I started telling her what happened. She's like, oh, because that's why you leaned back and said something to them. I said, yeah. And she's like, oh. And I was like, yeah. I was like, she's like, so then, I was telling them, I'm like, doesn't matter if you guys are alone. Doesn't matter if you're in a group, if you're with family, with friends, if you think you're in a safe spot, a safe place. Always be vigilant. Always be aware of your surroundings and the people around you, how they look at you, how they treat you, how, the vibe that you're feeling when you're in a certain place. Especially goes to, to young college girls out there. It's very scary, even for men, young college men, whatever it is, you guys have to be careful. Even adults, not even young adults, even older adults, sometimes we're not always aware of our surroundings. Always be aware of your surroundings. Always keep your eyes and your ears open. Even if it's to take one quick look, do it. I mean, I don't know if it's because of how we've grown up that we're kind of have that little street smart where we're always aware of our surroundings, but you always have to be aware of your surroundings, always. So after dinner, we paid whatever. I got them wristbands. We all went to the pool, went to the jacuzzi, and we stood out there, and the kids had fun. They were all talking and sharing stories. Went back to the room, cut the cake, had fun. Same thing, and the kids had a great time. In the end, the kids had a great time, and that's all that really matters. But I personally am just happy that they didn't personally hear it or see it, although they should be aware of their surroundings, just for their own safety, especially in the world that we're living in now. There's a lot of hatred. So, that was just something that I encountered. Again, everybody deserves love. There is no lines of color anywhere in this channel. And it is very hard when you hear, and other channels who have very racist people on their channel. And whether they're aware of it or not, I've mentioned this, I think, one time before, one of the mods that we had encountered on this other channel. But this other channel is very mega. I'm just gonna say it. And we encountered it first time because we had a conversation with these people about how we were worried, about being Mexican and blah 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 blah. And they were very verbal on their stance of why they liked our current administration in the United States. I don't like to say names because I don't like to give those people props. I'm talking about the administration. But during the fires last year, we're a little bit past the year of the fires. We were up north and we were with the Flashies, and me and Mr. Flashy were watching Channel 7 News. And just so happens that we had seen one of our old viewers on there who was a current mod on this other channel. And they were talking back and forth with somebody, and they were talking about Mexicans, and they're like, I hope that those Mexicans need to go back and pick strawberries in the fields. And I was like, oh my god, I was like, I can't believe this. And I was like, OMG. So I was waiting at that time for Javier to wake up. I was like, oh my god, wake up. And me and Mr. Flash are looking at each other like, OMG, did we just read that? Did we just see that? Like, it was so crazy. We actually had a couple of viewers on Channel 7 because they were live streaming it. And somebody actually the next day when we went live, when we came home, or I don't even know if we came, yeah, we were at Disneyland. We had come back home and we streamed from Disneyland after the whole fire thing. And somebody came in and straight out called that viewer, who is now a mod on this other channel. And they're like, wow, so-and-so, I saw you on Channel 7. I can't, you sure do talk differently, in this stream. And, shame on you. We know what you're really like because we saw you on channel, all your racist comments in, on the Channel 7 News. And not only that, he was making terrible comments to underage girls. And when this mod on this channel started attacking personally me and Javier at that time before we went on our trip, I was like, wow, I couldn't believe it. And I was like, and then this channel has Latinos as their mods, but yet you have this other racist guy in here, and your hosts of the channel are mega. And I'm just like, this is so wrong. I'm like, do those other mods even know what they're, how they treat people, how they talk about people? The fact that, we have a lot of old friends that, again, we have separated from, which we're not friends with anymore. And for our own reasons, not because of anything hatred. And I feel bad that they went into this one streamer's channel and totally bombed her channel to try and make us look bad. And I honestly believe still in my heart that I don't think, at least I would hope that streamer does not have that type of hatred. But I think she was totally taken advantage of by these people over here. And it's been so hard to sit here and not name names, but yet it's so easy for them to be like, Celeste and Javier, and Celeste this, and Celeste that, and blah, 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 and to literally bully us and talk about somebody came in, which is so crazy. Somebody came in one time and their stream name was something or other 6 chins, talking about Javier and the weight and blah, 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 and whatever. And then talking about my Botox and my teeth and my this and my that and whatever else crap they want to talk. And then went in this other channel and something or other blah, blah, blah. They're like, oh, haha, yeah, remember we were talking about 6 chins? And I was like, it's confirmed. We know you're the troll now. And, you know, it just really sucks. And I'm so tired. I'm so tired of staying quiet because these people are so evil. And I don't care if you're on the other side of the damn world, on the side of the damn country. You're still close enough to me that you're going to be so sorry that you ever said anything about us that was not true and mean and hateful and coming in and trolling our channel and trying to go into other channels who don't even know you and going in there and trying to troll our channel on somebody else's channel. And I'm sure she's totally oblivious to it because it's, as much as maybe we're not friends, I know this person does not have that kind of hate. I know in my heart that person does not. We don't like each other, sure, that's fine. We don't have to be friends. But I know that they totally just went and overtook that. And the day that we saw that, I broke down and I cried all day long because I couldn't believe that what I was seeing, what I was hearing. And to know that these people were in there, this 6 chins person, and you just did that? And you're a troll, and you're racist, and you think the Mexicans should be going back to picking strawberries in the field? I'm sorry. I'm not okay with that. And I feel so bad for everybody who watches the stream because you don't know what these people are like and how evil they are. And I'm not staying quiet anymore. I'm not. This is my channel and I don't have to stay quiet. I'm tired of staying quiet. We went in and screenshot everything that we could find on this person off channel 7 because it was ridiculous. And the fact that when we had come home and we had viewers and they were calling him out in our stream, our mods, that they were going crazy trying to delete all those comments. We should have left them in there because they were calling him out. What they were saying was facts. They were not lying. You know, and it's, you know, we all work hard to try and bring happiness into people's homes. Doesn't matter whose channel you watch. It doesn't. Everybody resonates and has their own little group of people and community that they resonate with. And sometimes, you know, a lot of our viewers may be in B&E, and B&Es may be in, you know, in ours, or in Coda's, or in ours, or Cordy, or in ours. You know, there's some Usos, or in ours, Puddles, or in ours, you know. And then we have our other streamers, you know, that we don't talk to anymore, but there's no ill will towards them. Again, I still don't know what in the world happened there, you know. But, you know, again, same thing. We may not like each other, but I don't think any of them would have the type of hatred that this other channel across the world has. I don't. I don't think so at all. And the fact that you lied, you made up stories. You know what? Again, why don't you come on and address it live? Because I'm ready. You don't even know. I'm ready for you. Okay? You are nothing but a coward. When we were over there, we had trolls coming in. Oh, you gonna go see so-and-so? Yeah, tell him to come say hi to me. I'm waiting. Where was he? Nowhere to be found. You're a chicken. You're a chicken. You're a liar. You're a gossiper. You're a wannabe. You're a fake. I'm sorry. I feel bad for you. We believed in you. We loved you. We took you in as a friend, as a brother, as a family member. For you to turn around and to treat us like dirt and spread lies and rumors about us and then try and go and take over somebody else's channel? No. You were wrong. You knew it. You did it. You blew it. And you messed up a great friendship. For what? For what? So you can take your racist mod. You can take your mega loving channel. And you know where you can stick it personally because you're ridiculous. And again, sorry. But I'm not going to let anybody talk about something that we have built so hard. And you brag about how you've gone so far in a year. Half those viewers are all of ours. Who opened their heart up to you, who wanted to hear what you had to say, who liked your streaming. They did, legit did. Promoted you. For what? So you can turn around and troll our channel and call us names and body shame us and attack our and bully me on the way I look and the fact that I got Botox. I'm not afraid of it. I told you guys, I want to take you on this journey with me because of the fact that it is scary turning 50 and becoming older, especially when you don't feel older. You feel like you don't look that age, you know, and I still don't. I don't care. You guys are bullies and you should be ashamed of yourself. What are you, 5? Come on. Ridiculous. It's so sad what you did. And not only that, but putting my own personal where I work, my first name, my last name. You had everything in there for my freaking underwear size. Give me a break. You want to know extra small, small, take your pick. What do you want? What else do you want? What else did you want to throw out there? My bra size? I'm not ashamed. I don't care. But the fact that you came in and personally attacked me, not okay. And then you reached out to our friends, fellow streamers, mods, everybody, and for what did you think that you were going to do? Improve? Were you going to go and send out 21,000 emails to everybody, each one of our viewers? Please. You're pathetic. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You are. I'm not afraid to say it. But at least I'm saying it to your face, and I'm not saying it through a third party or through somebody else's channel or whatever. I'm talking to you. And if you're watching, you know exactly who you are. And if anybody else is here is watching, let's put the clues together. So be it. Sorry. And you know what? I'm going to tell you something else. The other mods, the Latino mods that are on there, who are so giving to your channel. Again, the other mod went and deleted all of his messages from everything, from Discord, our personal messages, deleted all of them because he knew he was going to get caught. But the host of the other channel, not so smart. He kept all of them in there, and I screenshot everything. I never once called anybody anything. You're the mod for this channel, directly came to me and says, what should I do? Should I milk this cow? That's what he thinks you are, mod. He thinks you're a cash cow. And I have the proof. Nobody said that. He said it. This is before you were a mod on that channel. Not so smart. But you think you were going to go over there to personally attack us because we were not friends anymore. You made the wrong decision. And now you have somebody over there who's just milking you for your money. Yeah. Did I call you names? Sure. Anything hatred or bad or anything or body shape? No, nothing. I called your name short for Richard. Big deal. I did. I admit it. Sue me. Sorry. But I got nothing to hide. Absolutely nothing. And your other mod, who came on our live stream and gifted us a trip to Florida the year before and made it known in front of everybody who used to be our mod. But no, didn't say anything because she didn't get what she wanted. When she stopped getting, when I stopped giving to her all her Club 33 crap, that's when she decided that she was going to cut us off and leave us stranded on the other side of the world. Give me a break. If you give something to somebody, it's because you give it to them as a gift, not because you expected something back in return. And if that's all you wanted, then you should have just told us that from the beginning. It was not a big deal. What else? What else is there? What else? You should be ashamed. I don't got issues with any other channels. Again, we don't talk. Sure, that's fine. We don't all have to like each other. We don't have to be friends with everybody. That's okay. But the fact that you went and took over somebody else's stream and could have got her and that person in trouble because of what you guys are personally saying against us and attacking us, she could have got her channel shut down. But you guys didn't care because you guys are evil. I don't care. Look at me. Do I care? Celeste, don't care. I don't care. I'm almost 50 and I don't care. You guys, you caught me and you messed with me at a wrong time because this is at the point where I leave the old life behind. First 49 years, bye. Time for my second 50. I'm starting my life all over again. So what else do you guys want to know? Because I'm ready, because I'm about to leave it all behind. In a couple of months when I turn 50, I'm not looking back. I'm going forward. Nobody can stop me. What else do you guys want to know? I'm all up for it. Did we pour out the tea or did we pour out the tea? Can't censor me on my own channel. Try me. Let's read the comments. Tandy says, woman power. Judy Wonderland says, happy belated birthday to her. Miss Moon says, right, Celeste. Mystical Star Lily says, true, and it's better to be in twos or more if you can't. Yes, always. Miss Moon says, Macy is gorgeous. Thank you. OMG, I loved Betty. Oh, her Betty Boop, her tattoo. Collected Betty Boop years ago. Yeah, she got a really good artist. That artist is actually a student at her school, and she would, this tattoo is immaculate. It looks like sometimes you can go to even tattoo shops and they don't look too good. Her tattoo is really good. This girl is a professional artist and she does this to try and help her pay her way through school. So Macy found her some inner college website and yeah, she asked her if she would do her her tattoo and it's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. Sugar Cake says, I will walk away. from a restaurant if the vibe ain't right. Miss Moon says, same here, Celeste. Mystical Star, normally I would, but the fact that it was her birthday, I was really trying to overlook that. And I didn't want to ruin it for her, especially because we didn't have reservations anywhere else. But my daughter's very outspoken, so she might have understood. But still, I didn't want the kids to feel bad. I didn't want to feel that anybody feels singled out, at least not at that point. Afterwards, I did tell them what was happening. But yeah.
Mr. Michael had asked, is the pool on the roof?
It is not. The pool is not. It is ground level. I think in one shot you can see how tall the buildings are. There's two, one on the left, one on the right, and then it's a short little building in the middle where I think the lobby is. But the resort, the actual pool area, is massive. It is so big. It is really, really nice. One Runner says being able to see color matters on St. Patrick's Day, especially. This is true. Green, but not for jealousy. Mystical Star Lily says, please don't pinch me, Wondrous. Carol H says, hi Celeste, sorry I'm late. Carol, it's okay. I haven't gotten to your question yet. We're going to address it right now, hun. Jennifer P says, hello, hello, hello. Chrissy says, jealous of the stilettos? Probably. Judy Madeline says, oh no, not cool. Mystical Star Lily says, wow, that was rude. Unfortunately, that's how some people think it's wrong and rude. Miss Moon says, so not cool. Carol H says, OMG, I hate people like that. Like, mind your own. Yeah, I have a lot of friends, I said, they're totally opposite ends of the spectrum. And when we're together, we never bring it up. We never talk about it. If they're on my social media, I just scroll really fast so I don't have to see it. Because I try not to let that ever influence the way I feel about them. And I legit love them. I do. I don't see color, race, sexual orientation, nothing. I don't. It's just the way I was raised. And I will continue to raise my kids the same way. And my daughter as well. She identifies as as pansexual. And I love her. There's no right or wrong about how God has created every single person. He's created us all unique in our own special way. And we are to just love everybody. One love, guys. One love for everybody. Mystical Star Lily says, the Christian in me says, God made us all. Yes. Susie says, 3/21/1976. I'm not ready for it. Oh my gosh. You're another bicentennial baby. March 21st. That is next Saturday. Happy early birthday. Do you have any big plans? Turning the big 50 as well? Actually, no. Nobody in here is bicentennial baby is gonna turn 50. We are forever 49. Forever 49. That's the part I'm having this year. Forever 49. Chrissy says those people would have been extremely uncomfortable, and my daughter and her wife's wedding. Akari says, you got this, Susie. Miss Moon says, so messed up. Osan says, hello, everyone. Hi, Osan. Chrissy says, kick rocks, right? I like that. Carol A says, yes. Like, we want to just slap them, but then they tell us, kill them with kindness. I know. It's a tightrope. We walk a tightrope, guys, but, we got to handle it tastefully. Disney Mom says, the mama bear came out of you, and that's what we do for our kids. That's why we are strong, powerful women. Yes. DA says, that's quite unfortunate that happened. Very close-minded people. Let people be, whether you agree or not. That's what makes us unique. Exactly. Tandy says, a total yuck. Not okay. Exactly. Miss Moon says, very uncomfortable feeling. Mystical Star Lily says, it's sad we have a world like this. Sorry to hear this, Celeste, happen. That's okay. It's life. And we grow with life experiences. Osan says, hello, March Queen. Hello, Osan. Miss Moon says, so wrong on all levels. Chrissy says, oh, no, 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 no. No, 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 no. Mystical Star Lily says, he must have been miserable all his life to act this way. He's not nice at all. He was not nice. Of course, that's not for me. Osan says, I'm a drink tea, bro. Morning breakfast now. Mystical Star. Hi, Jill and Grace. Hi, guys. Please make sure you follow our friends Jill and Grace on the YouTubes. And one of the mods can please drop Gio and Grace's link in the chat below. Again, they have also just hit 2K, so congratulations to them. Please go to their channel, follow them. They are amazing content creators. Their shorts, amazing snacks, food. You got it, you want it. They do family stuff. They do their lives from home. They're fun. They're outgoing. They have great lives. Couple, you will not regret following our friends Jill and Grace, guys. Please do. And petals. I got my jacket. I'm gonna show my jacket. I haven't seen it, not yet, with my own eyes. Can you guys believe that? So I'm about to look at it for the first time as well, in person. You guys please make sure you follow my friend, my dear friend, Petals at the Theme Park. Amazing content creator as well. We love you, Petals. Make sure you guys follow him as well. If one of the mods, please drop Petals' link in the chat. Mr. Michael says, I'm glad the kids enjoyed themselves. They had an amazing time, Mr. Michael. They were so oblivious to everything. They loved the food. They loved the ambiance. They were happy. They were happy in their own element, and that's all I could have ever asked for, especially for Macy, for everything to be perfect. And F says, I'm sorry there was any bias and negativity during the birthday celebration. Yes, always be aware of surroundings for safety. Christy says, I'm glad Macy ended up with cake. She did. And oh my God, talk about the desserts. Okay, so she did have a cake, which was so funny. When they brought her cake, it was like it was a chocolate souffle with molten chocolate inside, I think, and then it had like vanilla ice cream. But also, I ordered a pineapple upside down cake with ice cream on the side. It also took like 20 minutes to make, but OMG, it was so good. And if you guys know me, my most favorite cake in the whole world is a pineapple upside down cake. OMG, love it. I can't eat pineapple because I'm totally allergic, but I don't care. I'll eat it anyways. Carpe diem. Very good. But anyways, her plate said, happy 21st birthday. The guy was like, is she 21? And I was like, no, but I guess she could have ordered some drinks if y'all thought she was 21. My daughter just turned 20. No more teenagers, but they did put happy 21st birthday. So I thought that was kind of crazy. But they did put a one touch, I will say, that was very classy that they had on the table was a birthday card for her that was already there on the table from the restaurant. And it was handwritten, hand-drawn, beautiful card that said, you know, aloha or something or other, happy birthday, I don't know, mahalo, blah, blah, blah. But it was really nice. Beautiful touch. Hawaiian themed, right, the restaurant? It's Hawaii, yes, the restaurant is Hawaiian themed.
Just in case you don't get to it, because I don't know if Jane Grace will be here long, you got a $9.99 super sticker.
Jane Grace with the $9.99 super sticker. Thank you, friends. Please make sure you guys, please make sure you guys drop the shopping bags in the chat and fill them bags. Thank you so much, Jane Grace. I love you guys. I hope you guys come to Disney soon one day, or maybe we can all meet up halfway or something. We'll think of something. But I miss you and love you guys. I'm very proud of you guys and your channel and your hard work, your dedication. I love it. Mr. Michael says, I'm sorry you had to experience that. Wondrous says, yes, glad Macy and her friends had a good time despite the miserable people. Angie LA53 says, whoa, where was this restaurant? Roy's on the waterfront in San Diego at the Marriott. Don't know if they're affiliated. I don't think so. But this restaurant is housed there at the Marriott. DA says, your group didn't have malice in y'all hearts. So they didn't expect any malice to happen from other people. Quite sad, though. Chrissy says, I think we are here to add spice to our life. Judah Wonderland says, it's sad how people think. Carol H says, yes. I stopped following a lot of channels that are 1, negative, 2, megas, 3, Latinos that never spoke up about their ICE riots. Very, very true. Tandy says, what the F? That's what I said. I like what Sugar Cake's little wonky face there. Mystical Star Lily says, life should be of positivity and good vibes, no drama. I know how you feel, Celeste. Judy Wonderland says, shame on them with the Mac face. Carol H says, their beliefs are, Akari says, it was a sign. It was a sign. I totally believe it was a sign. Andrew Kwan says, Akari, that's not for me. Miss Moon says, geez. Wonder says, and that's why I don't participate in any channel giveaway or share any information of where I live, because we never really know who anyone really is. 100%. Like, it's it is a scary thing. Even going to the parks and going home, at night, you never know who's following you out or who's walking behind you, who's driving out behind you. If people know where we live when we stream from our homes, do we, sometimes maybe the street gets caught, in the live stream or whatever it is. And, yeah, I mean, I see a lot of people don't participate in giveaways, and it's true. Maybe you don't want to give your address, and it's to be safe. I perfectly understand. That's actually a really good reason not to do giveaways, is because people will have your addresses, and a lot of times even people are like, oh, I want to gift you something. Yes, we always give our PO box. But I mean, some people have our address as well, and these are people who are friends or people who we thought were our friends. We have people who actually know where we live, who are part of those hater groups. It's kind of scary, not that I don't think that those people would ever do anything, but still, you never know. If they were ready to leave me stranded on the other side of the world, who say they won't come over here and egg my house? I don't know. Or still my oh, eggs are expensive. Or still my big blue Peeps bunny from outside my front yard. If it's gone tomorrow, I know who you are. Miss Moon says, that's a good point, Wondrous. Junior LA Street Dog says, that's not for me. NF says, oh no, what channel should I not watch? What does it rhyme with? I don't want to watch mega channels. No one should be bullying you too. They shouldn't, but they did. And they came on and straight trolled our channel. And at first, we were kind of in the cloud thinking, could it be, could it not be? We're like, nah, people, there's some tension going on, but I don't see either of them doing that. And then when we saw them, and I was like, oh, and I screenshot it right away. I was like, OMG. And I text Javier, I was like, oh my God. I was like, can you believe? I said, it's them. I said, look it. I said, they literally mentioned, and they're like, oh, you mean 6 chins and blah, 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 blah. And I was just like, you're effing kidding me. No shame. Didn't hide it. Wow. Busted, caught. Wow. Carol H says, I'm so mad. I want to cry. This is why I have, a lot of people say, we don't see you on stream a lot anymore. I've really gone through a hard depression because of the trolling, mostly because of the bullying. I am dealing with turning 50. And on top of that, to be told, that, you're ugly or your teeth are messed up or again, shame on you, because, I actually have a genetic issue. My daughter has it as well, but luckily we caught hers, because of her is the reason why I found out about mine, and then other issues happened that, within the last 2 years really deteriorated my teeth because of some medication treatments that I had and things like that, surgeries that I had. I won't go into much into that, but it really affected my dental issue, because I used to have beautiful teeth before. Yeah, I had like one little space down here, but other than that, like, my teeth have always been nice. I've always had a nice smile. I always remember when I got hired at my job that they hired me because of my smile. And the fact that I can't smile, and now I don't care, because you all know me. And we've kicked all the trolls out, and you guys have accepted me for the way I look, the way I talk, the way my teeth look right now. But you know what? We're in the process of fixing that. In the next couple of weeks, you may see me and be like, oh my God, Celeste, you're like, your dental issue, like, it's all fixed. And I'm going to take you guys on that journey with me, because I'm not hiding anymore. I'm not. I want to be transparent with you guys and show you what it looks like, what I use in, in my mouth currently. And, you know, and show you what it's like, which is hard, but without it, and my process and everything that I'm going to go through. And it's a long time coming, but the pain will be gone. I'll be able to eat what I want again. And again, shame on those people who, you know, are just plain mean and bullying, you know, shame on you. I'm sorry. Chrissy says, a moderator troll? Yes. 100% yes. Carol H says, that's not for me. Unidas says, Merch Queen and Crazy Queen. Hi, Unidas. How are you, my friend? Welcome in. DA says, Javier in the wait thing. What the F? Oh, no, no, no. We ain't having that. Yeah. Yeah. It's, you know, and in fact, in one of the vlogs or something the other day, you know, he even made, he even made the comment about, yeah, me and my 6 chins, I work hard to, you know, because we were eating something, and then he put the little side eye guy. I don't know. Anyways, yeah, the little side eye guy, because that was directed towards the trolls. You know, 6 chins or not, we're here. You're not. Where are you? You know, we got here, we made it here, and nothing was gonna stop us from, you know, completing our goals. Miss Moon says, oh my gosh. Miss Mel says, wow, how disgusting. Wonder says, as a Mexican, I'd pick some special strawberries for that racist scum. DA says, well, that's why we should know, so we don't follow. I sure don't want to. Carol H says, we need to know, please, at least the initials. I've been told, I think they're possibly named in here. I won't read the names, but I believe these people that are mentioned are correct. Angie says, those people showed their true colors, and now you know those colors clash with your style. That's what I'm saying. That's like, you know, when you're wearing something cute and like somebody throws some paint on you. Ooh, that clashes with me. Please. Yeah. Yeah. Don't clash with my style. I like that. I like that, Auntie. That was very cool. I'm gonna read that one again. Those people showed their true colors, and now you know those colors clash with your style. Exactly. Christy says, I love everyone, but like or respect, you earn that. Yes. Mystical Star Lily says, there are people out there with toxic behavior, and those are not our kind of people. Walk away from them. Wondrous says, yes. Wondrous, 100% yes. What Wondrous? Oh, what Wondrous says, yes, 100%. Wondrous, Wondrous, with the, yeah, the chicken poop or chicken shh. DA says, but yes, Wondrous did put them there. DA says, Celeste will knock you out. It will be Christmas before that person wakes up. It's over, right? We're totally going. LL Cool. Mama said, knock you out. I'm gonna knock you out. Mama said, this is my child. Mama said, knock you out. I'm gonna. My cousin used to sing that all the time. It was so funny, but yeah. Merch Queen's gloves coming off. You run when the hoop earrings come off. A Mystical Star Lily says, God has you, sister. I love you. Thank you, Mystical Star Lily. Chrissy says, girl, drop a pin. I'll be with you in my scooter. That's what I'm saying. Like, those are seriously the friends that we love. Like, you know, somebody like, you know, Wondrous, who's been with us, I think she had mentioned for a very long time, has seen everybody who's started with us in a big group and now just sees the little group is like this, right? But those groups have seemed to want to gang up and still try to bully a group, just this little tiny group. What does that make you look like? That's not nice. Again, we have no ill will towards, you know, our old friends. You know, people grow apart. That's fine. again, we don't always have to like each other, or, you know, whatever it may be. People grow apart. Again, that's fine. But you still have to respect everybody and what they do in their craft. And it's hard to stream, you know, and, you know, it's not the easiest thing. Again, I don't have no ill will towards that other channel that let those people come on there and troll, because I honestly don't think that they knew the extent of what they were going to say. I don't think that person has that much hate. I really, really don't. In my heart, I really, really don't, even though we don't get along anymore. I really don't. Ugh. I mean, I don't know. I still, I don't know. I still don't. I would like to think. I don't know. I mean, maybe. I don't know. I would like to think not, but I don't like the fact they always think that we're targeting them, and I'm like, it's not about you. It's the other people that you let on your channel that when you came and talk crap about us, like, whatever. I don't like you. You don't like me. That's fine. But the fact that I think you're totally oblivious to these people coming on, and if you did know and you okayed it, well, then shame on you too. But in my heart, I really hope that that wasn't true, and there was no malice there. I don't know. Chrissy says, "Girl, oh, I read this up." DA says, "It shouldn't matter if you got Botox or not. Nobody's beeswax. You do you." Miss Moon says, "Oh my gosh." Carol H says, "Celeste, you are aging like fine wine, girl. They are unhappy people. They are envious of our happiness." Christy says, "Snakes with legs." 100%. Miss Moon says, "Wow." Wondrous says,
Yes.
yeah, all those people said awful things about us in the chat. So you may first have heard about it when I think Javier was on his Aventuras channel, because that's when everything went south, when we had heard that, and I was like, oh my gosh, you know, we had got a text that, hey, blah 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 blah, this is going down. What? We go in there, and I was like, OMG, like I couldn't believe what I was reading, what I was seeing, what I was hearing, and you know, and a lot of our viewers were in there, and they left because they knew that they were talking about us. And again, everybody here has seen and known everything that's happened, because everything we do is on live stream. We don't vlog, we don't do anything. Our whole life is here on live stream. You know, we don't have time to do anything else but live stream. And so everybody's seen what people said in our chat, or what they promised, or what they said, or what they've gifted, and this and that, and blah blah blah. And then went around to somebody else's channel and then totally turned the story around and lied. Like, you don't think that those people were, you know, are our viewers too? How do you think you're going to come and say something in somebody else's channel and then go to somebody else's channel and say something completely different? You made yourselves look dumb. And all of our viewers knew it. And they were so sad and disgusted about what they were hearing from these people who used to be part of our channel. Miss Moon says, whoa, seriously? Oh, yes, 100% yes. Wondrous is 100% correct with all of those names. Yes. Mystical Star Lily says, 50 is young, hun. I'm 55. You're beautiful the way you are. Thank you, Mystical Star Lily. Miss Moon says, what in the world is there to say about CNJ? That we're fat, we're ugly, we have no teeth, I get Botox. I don't know. Pick one. Pick one, because, let's see. You know, I mean, what? Pick one. I'm happy with who I am. And I will always be happy with who I am. It's not something that I like to admit. I mean, can I change my looks and feel better for myself? Absolutely. You know, but it takes time, it takes money, and it takes dedication. And it's scary to have to go through any procedure, you know, but I'm going to do it. And, you know, and it makes, especially dental, you know, that has also to do with your health. If you know, once you have dental issues, it can, you know, go into your bloodstream and turn into a bunch of terrible issues. That's why take care of your teeth, guys, seriously. Again, I used to, but unfortunately I had medical issues and this is what happened. Little did I know I actually have a genetic problem. And again, we didn't know that because my daughter, we couldn't figure out why she still had almost a full mouth of baby teeth at 16 years old, and she's 20 and she still has baby teeth, you guys, because of her genetic disorder, unfortunately that I carry that gene, and, there's, and so shame on them. Shame on them. They're bullies. They're not okay. And F says, ick, yuck, ew. Sounds like very horrible people who have tried to bother you. Miss Moon says, yes, her tattoo is really nice of Betty Boop. Mystical Star Lily says, I understand that. Miss Moon says, I had no idea about them. Yes, 100%. Miss Moon says, I've been telling my daughter I've not been able to figure out who has treated C and J wrong. Well, now you know. And I'm just tired of being quiet. There was a lot of animosity and anger and bickering between Javier and I because he never wanted to really bring it up and say anything. And I was like, why? I'm tired of being quiet. The more we stay quiet, the more people talk crap about us. I said, I'm tired. I'm tired. I want to come out. I want to speak. I'm tired of us not saying anything. It is not right. And so, again, I'm almost 49. I'm going to take it all out now, dump the trash, and I'm moving on. Akari says, Miss Moon, that's what happens. Oh, that's not for me. Jill Gray says, hello, Merch Queen. We enjoy hearing your perspective on things. Love you, friend, listening while we get ready for bed. Good night, my friends. I'm sure you guys are probably already in bed. Say good night to the kitties. Jill Gray says, hello, everybody. Judah Wonderland says, yes, peace and love, good vibes only. Wondrous Journey says, I have said it many times. Celeste and Javier have helped many in the Disney community, but some seem to have only used them. Yeah. And F says, I'm a bicentennial baby. Oh, what? And F! Happy birthday, Big 50 friends. OMG. You know what? I don't know what day we should do it, but we should have like one big stream party, like for all the bicentennial babies. I can't believe how many bicentennial babies I have in here. This is super cool. We're going to do like one big bicentennial party stream. I think that would be totally awesome. What do you guys think? I think that'd be fun, right? We can like discuss everything that came out. Like, do you remember they used to have sell those cards like in the pharmacies that like your year, like what happened in that year? Like we can go back and be like, what happened in 1976? And like what's going on now that we had like whatever came out in 1976 to like I don't know. I mean, I don't even know if 8-tracks, were still out then, but if the 8-tracks are still out now to what we have to like Pandora or, Spotify or whatever we have now and like kind of do like comparison what was then, what's now, and changed so much in 50 years, like crazy, right? I think that'd be fun. Yeah, but did they come out like, like what came out? I was just kind of giving an example.
I was bicentennial 2 years ago.
No, bicentennial year was the 200th birth year of the United States. It's called bicentennial. We were bicentennial babies. Everybody born in 1976 is a bicentennial baby. OMG. Akari says we. Oh my God. Akari says we love you, Gio and Grace. Puddles at the Theme Park says some people fail to realize how close the Disney vlogging community is. Yes. It's like a small town. Word gets around if you are pets. I have not seen. I haven't heard that word in forever. I think this is like Fonzie A. What OMG, why can't I think of the name of the show? Happy Days. I don't think I've heard the word pets used since I used to watch Happy Days. That's hilarious. I love that old school word, Puddles. Yeah, definitely. Pets. I love it. Mystical Star Lily says that man needed to stay in his own lane and tend to his own business. Sorry he was rude. Yeah. Jill Grace says, thank you, friend. You guys are amazing. No, you're amazing. And F says, I'm loving your set. Decor says, thank you. Over here in the Merch Queen vault. Puddles at the theme park says, wait, you haven't seen it? Well, I haven't. Oh, so right now I have Puddles. Right now I have Puddles here. Let's look at this really quick. So I have not seen this in person. Puddles did pick this up for me from the 70th After Dark event at Disneyland. Him and K&J Adventures. So I have not seen it. There's this other little baggie in here. Ooh, you got buttons. You got buttons. Buttons.
Discord movie on Wednesday.
Discord movie on Wednesday. Buttons.
We haven't done
Discord movies in a long time. We can definitely bring that back. That sounds like fun. Let's watch Peaky Blinders. OMG. Any Peaky Blinders fans in here? Did see the final movie. I saw it in the movie theater. It was so good. Go see it before it comes out on Netflix. Button. Wow, Puddles gave me a lot of... These are all different buttons. Wow. They give all these different buttons. Very cutesies. Okay. Dun, 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 dun. OMG, I want to put it on. It's like freaking hot in here. OMG. Oh, this is pretty. So this is a Disney and Stony Clover collab. OMG, this is so pretty. So pretty. So you got the 70th here. The embroidery here. Oh my god, look at the patch. It is blinged out. OMG, it's pretty. Look at the D, the Disney D on the side, and it's totally blinged out. And look at the back. OMG. Look at Tink. She is super cutesies. You got Disneyland here all embroidered. You got Santa Ana Freeway at Harbor Boulevard in Anaheim. OMG, this is super cutesies. It's so hot. But I'm going to try it on and I'm going to dive. But it's hot. Because it's so hot. Ugh, super cute. OMG. So, cutesies. You guys see? Cute. This is an extra small. Yeah. So, yay! Thank you to Puddles for picking this up for me. Thank you, friend. I'm so excited. You guys got to see me firsthand. Look at it in person. I'll leave that there for right now. Okay. Cutesies. Okay. Jill and Grace, again, thank you for the $9.99 super sticker. Love you. Puddle says, sorry, fell out of my chair. That Merch Queen hasn't seen her jacket yet. I know. Well, I was waiting for this special moment to do the big reveal. Da, 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 da. Imperial. Remember that butter commercial? Imperial. The little butter container used to talk. Yeah.
Wow.
Da, 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 da. Imperial. I know. Mystical Star Lily says, lava cake. Yummy. Miss Moon says, LOL. OMG, Celeste. Gina Grace says, Carpe Diem. Carpe Diem. Gina Wonderland says, she's like, shots all around. Mystical Star Lily says, 20, just a baby. Happy belated birthday to Macy. Erin Estrada says, what's up, Javi? Baby Cakes says, I'm a bit behind, but I'm so glad you're telling it like it is, Celeste. I wish I could know who it is. I don't want to support racist. If you scroll up, Wondrous mentions it.
What's up, Aaron?
Chrissy says, LOL, shot, 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 shot. Everybody, shot, 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 shot. I did a shot. Jill and Grace says, we will figure it out. We miss you guys. Been way too long. Your kind words mean so much. We love you guys. Angela53 says, you should write a letter to the corporate office about your treatment there. I should. Wondrous Journey says, I want to clarify that I took one chat on a certain channel to see. Oh, I want to clarify that it took one chat, there you go, on a certain channel to see the bad things being said of JNC for me to stop watching. I mostly watch JNC. Now, thank you again, Wondrous, so much. Again, all the other channels, you know, that I'm probably going to forget a whole bunch of them, that we do 100% support. Again, Uso, Puddles, Jill and Grace, Crystal and Chris, Cordy, Theme Park Casual,
FL Vlogs,
FL Vlogs, Paul's Theme Park Adventures, Five Fires,
it's hard when you're
Coda. I know Coda. I'm trying to remember everybody. Like you see them all the time.
B&E.
B&E. The one we saw the other day. Oh my god, I love him. The one we saw at the parade. He was there streaming early. Oh my god, I can't think of his name. We were watching the cavalcade. He was streaming early. He usually streams at nighttime.
Oh.
Kevin. Kevin Sue Magic.
Yes.
And I know Chris Rogers. Totally funny. Love Chris Rogers. Bricky. I don't know. There. You know, we have so many. You know that we still support. You know, that Pops. You know, we see him around the park all the time. You know, there's so many that you know that we do support. You know, and they made it sound like we just don't like anybody. And then there's just this group over here that just again, we're not friends with them anymore, but that's okay. K&J Adventures, Spawny, oh my god, Pretty Cute Girl. I can't think of anybody's name. I'm totally being thrown on the spot. OMG. Magic Journeys. Yeah, but
some of those are like.
Those are vloggers, but
some of those are vloggers. The ones we've interacted and kind of
pretty. Help me out here, Paula. Help me out. You mod there. Oh my god, I'm drawing such a blank. Gain Life, yes. You know, again, so many, and love them. You know, we don't get to see them in the park as much as we would love to. We like to, but I mean, we don't. But when we do, I love to see them in the park. Purple hair, cute purple hair. Danilan. They come to me. But you know what? We love them. I'm sure there's a whole bunch that I've forgotten, and if I forgot you, I apologize. Nothing personal, but those Just a Guy and a Girl people, them. Just kidding. No, but I mean, honestly, like, there is a whole world of streamers out there. The streaming community is small, and we support, a lot of them. And when something goes south, we hear it in the inner circle first, and there's a lot that goes on behind the scenes that nobody ever sees or witnesses or knows or hears about. But it has a big effect on you mentally, physically, emotionally. It's sad, you know. Baby Cake says, hello, everyone. OC Disney Man says, what did I miss tonight? Miss ya, love ya. OC Disney Man, you guys, if you're just joining us, go to the beginning. The tea was dropped. No tables unturned tonight. Merch Queen was on one.
So, and again, there's so many people, but I think we've been focusing on YouTube. There's Versace. There's
Oh my God, Versace. Yes, Versace vibes. Hello, my enabler, Versace vibes. Hype Beast. Love them as well. So yeah, there's so many. The two Mousies. Same thing. Like there's just Adventures Beyond Adversity. If you're part of the disabled community, there's a lot. There's a lot, and we love them and we support them. Puddles at the theme park says they won't do anything, unfortunately, unless the authorities are involved. It's pretty annoying. Baby Cake says, yada yada yada. Not for me. Mystical Star Lily says, don't listen to them, since they are miserable and not nice people. They are narcissists, I'm sure. Miss Moon says people can't help things like teeth sometimes. And F says best wishes with your dental procedure. That can be a lot. Yeah. Angela53 says, yeah, we're gonna see you rocking that sparkling grilled temper. I know, right? Blinged out. Bing! Miss Moon says, can't help genetics. Huh? Chrissy says, you are brave and strong.
Was that fireworks or shots?
Juno, I didn't hear nothing. Juno Wonderland says, bling, bling. Tandy says, I appreciate your vulnerability, my friend. Thank you, Tandy. Angela53 says, Royce Corporate should know about their service mistreatment of Macy's friend. Miss Moon says, why do people get off criticizing others? Angie, I think I might, I'm real good at writing emails. I might send Royce an email, actually. Thank you, because I don't know why I didn't think about it, but I might. I might just do that. I think that's something that needs to be done. Mystical Stars, Lily says, that's not for me. DA says, gotta go get ready for work. Stay strong. Good night. Bye, chat. Bye, DA. Fly High Sound says, F bullies. F bullies. That's what I say too. Just keep doing you. You guys are awesome. And I love how you're cooking. I am a barbecue guy and I love cooking as well. Minnie says, hello from Vancouver, Canada. Hi, Minnie. How are you? Says, I'm so sorry to hear you went through this. You and Javier do an amazing job. Wonder says, scroll up. I mentioned some of them already. That's not for me. Thank you for subscribing, Fly High Sounds. Appreciate you, my friend. Tuna Wonderland says, thank you for subscribing. High Fly Sounds. Miss Moon says, I guess so. Puddles. Chrissy says, no crushing with her style. Wear your pink stilettos proudly. Wonder says, I don't agree with you on that point. Oh, wait. What did I say?
I think on the one where I say I don't agree with you.
Oh. Oh. Miss Moon says, are they the ones who preach kindness, etc., and turn around and treat others ill willfully? That's the funny thing, right? Because, yeah, it's so funny how many times it comes up in the feed and then you speak ill will of people or allow others to come on your stream and speak ill will of people, which is not nice. And these evil streamers who are across the other side of the world over there, I hope you realize what you've done and the mistake you made, because it is so sad the road that you took. I hope you don't sleep at night. I hope it keeps you awake at night. And I hope your conscience, gets the best of you, because you know what you did was wrong. You know what you did was wrong. You know spreading those rumors, those lies was wrong. And I hope your mods confront you too about, the whole cash cow thing. And if you're watching, Mod, and you want the screenshot, I got it. Just saying. Miss Moon says, oh, I read this one. Street Dog says, mostly watch JNC. Sugar Cake Miss Moon says, how did I miss all that? Tandy says, do you remember the movie The Hard Way with Michael J. Fox? Mama say, knock you out. Song with that movie. Oh my gosh. Yes, I'm going to knock you out. Mama said, knock you. Wonder says, that you stole money. Yeah. So it was a gift, right? So we had decided that we were actually going to do Japan last year. It was set in stone that we were going to do Japan. That person reached out to us and was like, no, come here. We would love to pay for your flight. We were like, no, no, no. No, no, no. I have all the screenshots. How many times he said no, 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 because we had already got effed by our mod the year before. We were not gonna let that happen.
And they were aware of it
Twice, and
they even joked that would never
right,
happen.
That would never happen. Right? They knew that had already happened.
And they told us we didn't even have to meet with them if we didn't want to go.
Right. And again, we have all this on screenshot. This whole conversation. No, 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 no. So finally, they said again, please, you guys are a family. We don't care. You don't even have to see us if you don't want to, but we want to thank you, for, we helped them set up the channel to stream. Again, hashtag, you want to know? Okay, you want to know? Let me tell you how this channel got started. This person did not even want to stream. They were afraid. They brought it up to us on our very long trip from Mexico, where this other mod, the racist one, said that, oh, we almost kidnapped him and took him into Mexico and blah, blah, blah.
And he played along.
Yeah, and he played along, said, oh, yeah, they almost kidnapped me. Whatever, loser. We took them down to San Diego, had a great time, took them to the border, came back. And on our way back, on our long trip back, we're in downtown LA. And, he's telling us about, how he wanted to be a streamer, blah, blah, blah. But we're like, well, why don't you? Nobody streams. That's, that Disneyland over there on the other side of the world, Disneyland Paris. Put two and two together. Disneyland Paris. If they, nobody streams over there, I think it would be great. I think there's only one. We think you would do great over there.
But gave a whole game plan.
Gave him the whole game plan. He was nervous. We're like, look, tomorrow we're going to Disneyland. Tomorrow you take over our stream for like an hour or two. You guys saw him. We gave him our thing. He took our stream for like 2 hours and ran with it for a little bit there so he could get used to it. Put him on the spot. We're driving down. He's like, I'm afraid, I have fear, blah, blah, blah. Just so happens, and this is true, we passed by this big, like, it looked like one of those got milk.
That's what it said.
That
billboard,
all black with white writing. The same thing. It's all black, and it said hashtag fearless on there. We're driving by, and as soon as he says, I have a lot of fear, I'm like, dude, I was like, look at the sign. I'm like, it says hashtag fearless. I'm sitting in the back seat, and I was like, if that's not a sign for you to start streaming, I don't know what is. That's how his channel got started. He can go say whatever he wants, and so discovered him, and blah blah blah, and whatever. That's how his channel got started.
At the end of the day, they know that we gave them the channel name too.
He asked us, what would my channel name be? I said, Dutchyland. Damn it! F it. Dutchyland. I was like, it's perfect. I was like, you don't have Disney in there. You're from the Netherlands. You are Dutch. It works perfect. Booyah! It was meant to come out. Subconsciously, sorry. I'll move to the right in case the lightning strikes here. Just kidding. It's all truth. I don't care. Let's throw the trash out anyways. So and we gave him the damn name. Right there, in the car, downtown LA, in front of that dumb sign. That's how his channel was started. Everybody who's watching this, who he's been interviewed on, supposedly, whatever, that's how his channel got started. He's been wishy-washy, tippy-toeing, all about it. That's how his channel got started. That's how his channel got his name. You're welcome. and you're going to turn around and F us. That's nice. That's real nice. You know, and wow. Just wow. You know, and there was a point, what was I talking about? There's a point in my story that I start talking about this. Anyways.
So you know what, to touch on that about the helping, since it's out there, and we've done this for so many people to promote and tell you guys to go follow them, because we know when we started this without being in the Disney community. We had just gotten our passes, and we were just, started a channel on our own without knowing anybody, and we struggle to get subs, and we know how discouraging that can be, and how it makes you want to quit. That's why we push to get people new channels, get them the followers, so that way they can at least start, building some subscribers. And because when you don't have when you first start, it's hard for even you to find your channel. Remember, we
could not find
we
our,
would search our
original
channel name and it wouldn't come up. And that's why we've pushed so much, so all these people didn't have to struggle to go through the challenges that we went through, and people forget, that part. Again, we never do it expecting a thanks, but also we don't expect to get screwed. So
yeah, or talked about, or lied about, or have our channel trolled by you. Never once. Again, do we watch other channels? Sure. I'm not gonna deny it, but never have we ever trolled another channel. That's for damn sure. But the fact that that channel came in and trolled my channel and then went to somebody else's channel and just didn't even, I don't know if they weren't thinking or whatever, but the fact that they had just went in there and said the name that they had just trolled our channel on that earlier that day, the Six Chins, that's all I needed to see. That's all I needed to know, that it was them and my suspicions were correct. But yes, and and I again, the the fact again, about this, I totally lost my train of thought about how I even brought him up, or why, about his channel and how he got his channel name. But that's how that happened. You guys want to know the story? That's the behind the story. And I think we even told it probably in the stream that we gave him our gimbal to go and stream those 2 hours during the parade. And I think we had told that story about how we were driving home and the fearless thing, blah blah blah, whatever. You know what? I'm just so angry, but I'm gonna let it all out. Eventually, it's gonna come out. I'm having diarrhea of the mouth because it's the truth. The truth comes out. Where even as much as you try to not say it, the truth. God works in mysterious ways. He made me say the name subconsciously. I said it. There it is. I'm sorry. About the name, whatever.
And we're here to go live with any of them if they want to.
Yeah, and we're here to go live with any of them. Join in, please. Welcome to the chat, because I'm ready. We got the computer up. We can show the receipts. I'm all in. Today, tomorrow, next day, next year. We'll see. And just says, I've been passively listening because I'm multitasking, but I'm always with you guys in spirit. I will always be here to support you. Miss Moon says, so they don't like you because of Botox, teeth, etc. That's crazy. Oh no, that's what we were talking about. The money. That's how this happened. I knew I went off on a tangent. Thank you for, okay. So they said that they were going to gift us this flight. No, went back and forth forever, right? Got the receipts for that. Okay. So finally he was like, please, he made a specific comment saying, I've been blessed with whatever stuff he dabbles in, his Bitcoin or whatever. He's like, I came up. He's like, I want to return the blessings. Please let me buy you gift you this. We talked about it. We were still on the fence, but I made it. And I'm the one that's mostly been in the contact. But I made it blatantly clear to him. Okay, if you feel you really want to do this wholeheartedly, no, malice, no ill will, no, nothing behind it, nothing. And you honestly are doing this, okay, we will accept your gift. But, and I put a but in there, if I ever find out that you go back on your word, you make us look bad, you say stuff that is not true, or you ever throw this money thing in my face, I said, I am not going to be okay with that. He's like, I promise, I promise, I promise. Okay, we accepted the gift. As the time has moved on, it was a rough year last year. You know, I was, again, going through stuff. I had a lot of issues. You know, I was trying to move my daughter into school. I never told anybody. Not that it's anybody's business, but you know, we do have a personal life. Not everything you see is on stream. But my son almost died last year. He almost went off of a cliff. He had his new car for 2 weeks. And if you guys are local, you know, Turnbull Canyon Road. It's a windy road. He was coming down there at 3 o'clock in the morning. And it was either the cliff he was going to go down and die, or he veered off the road and almost hit a tree and ran into the mountainside instead. And the car was totaled. All this is going on with other stuff. Javier's mom had gotten sick. There was a bunch of stuff going on. So this person here who has no patience was getting mad because we were not talking to him. We hadn't made an itinerary. I said, just a minute, give me time, you know, give us some time, just wait a minute. He thought we were ignoring him. And so there was a stream. Oh, so then I'm just gonna be honest with you guys. And I hope they're listening. And I hope you're listening. There is what us YouTube streamers like to call YouTube etiquette. Let me tell you what YouTube etiquette is. If I'm a mod on somebody's channel, I'm a mod on your channel. I do not go in there promoting or talking about our stream, any of our streams. I am there to mod, to help, to welcome in. That is my job. That is what I do. If I'm a viewer on somebody else's channel, I come in, I say hello to everybody. I don't try to take up too much time because, you know, I don't want to, the chat to be all, you know, about us. You know, other streamers too, they come in, they say hello, they chat. It's very minimal. They don't want to overtake the stream. And it's called YouTube etiquette. And a lot of us have that respect for each other's channels. This channel started out that way. People would come, he's like, oh, you know what? Let's take it offline or email me because I don't want to, you know, take up Javier's chat, blah, 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 yada, yada, whatever. But once he started to, I'll just say, he started to get a big head. He had a lot of subscribers. He hit 1K. There were all of our people that we had sent over there. Of course he was going to hit 1K like that. He came in and started talking, and it was all about his stream. His mods came in. It was all about his stream, and he was going to do this and go here and do that. And I was just like, okay, we need to tone that down a little bit. It's too much. This is not his channel. I don't go into his channel. I said, I go in there and I said, I mod. I never talk about our channel. With him, every time he came in, it was all the time, all the time, all the time. So, we have a no self-promoting thing that comes up in our chat, as well as a lot of other people do as well. A lot of other channels have it. So he got mad because his self-promoting was getting deleted. So he had made a comment on there, oh, I can't believe that one of my chats is staying in here that is not being deleted. So I messaged him offline. I said, hey, friend, I'm watching from work. What's going on? Blah, 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 blah. He says, well, he's like, you know, and here he goes. He hits me. The first thing out of his mouth, which I asked him not to do, the first thing out of his mouth was, he says, well, I can't believe, he says, that you know, I used to come in, everybody used to say hello and welcome me. He's like, and now, now he says, I can't. He says, all my chats are being deleted. And he's like, I gifted $2,000 worth of money to your channel for your flight. I said, excuse me. I said, what did you just do? I'm like, did you just throw the money thing in my face? I'm like, because I don't need your money. I said, I already told you, if it was going to be a gift, fine. I said, but don't you ever throw that in my face. I have the receipts. I have our conversation. I said, you can have your money back. I said, I don't need it. So we don't need it. And he was like, oh no. And then he came back and apologized. Oh no, no, no. I'm sorry, friend. I know. I apologize. I shouldn't have done that. Blah, blah, blah. It's a gift. Yes, I'm sorry. I love you guys. Please forgive me. Yet, okay, I thought we were fine. I think we're in September now. August, September. I think in September. He's in Florida. He makes a comment about, he's like, oh, well, at least our family over here, our fellow streamers over here on the East Coast promote our channel. And I messaged him offline. I was like, what are you talking about? I said, we've done nothing. I said, but promote you every time you said that you're on here. I said, why would you say that? I said, why are you still taking shots at me? And I'm not. I said, you know what? I said, you need to stop. And then he brought it up again about how he thought that we were ignoring him and that we were not going to go out there. I said, that's not the case. I'm like, I already told you all this stuff was going on. I said, next week, I'm like, well, sit down. I said, I only have a month to go before we need to actually get out of here. I'm like, honestly, we had nothing booked. All we had was the flight. No hotel, no excursions, no Disney. We had nothing booked. Everything we booked, I think the beginning of September. We were leaving October 22nd. We had nothing booked. I couldn't talk to him, no itinerary, or we had like a rough itinerary, but we didn't have nothing solid, no hotels. We had nothing. What was I going to talk to him about? So finally, we had booked everything. And the day that I met him, like, okay, when I finally had everything set, this man went and did a freaking 360. And that's the day I saw him on that channel and blew it out of proportion, saying that we stole his money, blah, 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 yada, yada, yada. I told Javier, I was like, look at what he just did. And I was livid. Okay, let me go back. Javier didn't even know, first of all, about this whole conversation that me and this person, well, I said it earlier, Dutch children were having on the side. And because I wanted to go on my trip, because I knew if I would have told Javier about that he had thrown that money in my face, I knew right away. Javier's like, we're not going. Cancel it. I already knew he was going to do that. I was like, I wanted to go to Paris. I did whatever I could. I worked 7 days a week, 17 hours straight, whatever I had to do. I was going on that damn trip. Nothing was going to stop me. And that's why you guys didn't see me, because I was not going to let that idiot get the best of me. And the fact that you're going to go around and tell lies, and then for the other mod to be like, oh, she owes me $2,000 in gifts that I gifted her. Do you not know the meaning of gift, you idiot? Should we all look it up together? Should we all Google it? Nobody asked for your crap. You wanted to send it to me? Thank you. I got rid of it. I don't want it. I want nothing that reminds me of you. Sorry. You know? Rude. Nobody asked you to get me any of that stuff. You wanted to, that was out of your own money, your own sake. That was it. You're the one that was sending me stuff every week to the P.O. box. Nobody asked for it. There was so much stuff I couldn't even wear it all. Nobody asked for it. And then for you to ask for the money back for something that you wanted to give me that was gifted? No. Sorry. You know? And so when we sent the money back to him, that was the day that he had nothing else to complain, and he went and told everybody, oh, I got my money back, and I hope that so-and-so, that blah, 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 gets their money back too. And all they could do then at that point, when there was nothing else to lie about, that's when they started body shaming. That's when they started talking about my looks. Wow. Really? That's how much hatred you have? So, days in there. Oh.
So to touch on Dave, I touched on it on my comments from when I was mentioning the chat at the golf course.
Oh, uh-huh.
So with Dave, and I said it, and I've told them, with Dave there was a moment that he Dave did a lot, gave a lot for the channel. You know, with Dave, with the
And we
issue
always
of
did, yeah.
Dave with you, I'm not in front of the camera, but the thing with Dave was the loyalty part. You know, he chose to go and support somebody else. I get it, cool. That was it. You know, Dave had done some stuff for us. You know, that was between us. You know, he did at one point lend me some money, which we ended up paying him back. Um, Initially, when things were falling, when we were having the fallout, they had said, oh, initially they had tried to gift the money, but I said no because I wanted to make sure that at some point I paid them back. So we ended up, we did end up paying the money back to Dave what we owed him. And I told him, you know, despite what happened, and Dave, we got those texts. You can confirm. I did say thank you for what you've done for the channel, you know, and it's just the way things fell out. You know, it's we like our friendship couldn't continue. We even had said, you had said, well, if I'm with that person in the park, is it okay if I say hello? Oh, if I see you in the park, is it okay I say hello? And I said
Oh,
yes, but
loyalty to that
just don't
person.
do it if you're with that other person.
Yeah.
And sure enough, it happened with the other person there. So that's why I completely just ignored from that point on. So that's the issues with Dave. On that one stream that we're talking about, I believe there were comments or things that were how could I say, acknowledged or also went along with. And I remember putting you guys talking about, and I remember specifically you putting the emojis about the, I think it was a skunk and something else. So you're not completely guilt free, regardless of what you want to say.
A skunk?
Yeah, because they were talking about something
Oh.
smelly. I forgot what it was. I can't think of the thing right now. But just so you know, Dave, you're not completely guilt free. So I thank you for what you did for the channel.
But
You know,
Dave, do know that honestly, again, how did I? Yes, did I call you the name that's short for Richard? I absolutely did. I'm not going to deny it
and
because I
even
was
I told you I did.
because I was hurt and I was
Uh,
upset. But I'm also going to tell you this, that I never once ever called you. I think there was some misunderstanding that you thought I called you a cash cow or something, or our cash cow, or whatever it is. No. And I have the message stating from Dutchyland saying, Dave wants to give us, I forgot what the first
oh,
gift was. I don't know if it
actually,
was
hold on.
2
He's
years.
saying something. Dave, the money that you lent me was not for the Walt Disney World airfare. It was for microphones that broke, and I think it broke on stream. And that's what I initially reached out for to help me was with the microphone, and I think I got a camera. And you remember you asked me about the camera, and I think I showed it to you. So you know it wasn't for the airfare. So I don't know where this story is coming from.
Yeah. No, not for airfare. I didn't know about this transaction. Javier did tell me like later on that, he had asked. I was like, what is he talking about? He did tell me it was for the microphone for something else. Whatever. Okay. But I'm going to tell you right now, never did once did I ever say anything like that about you. That all came from Omar, and I do have that screenshot. He's the one that says, "So what should I do? Should I keep Davon and milk the cow?" That was his exact words. So the fact that I feel bad that you've given so much again over and over and over to his channel, and I just sit there because I'm like, that's what he gets for again choosing, the wrong side. Maybe he didn't choose the wrong side. I mean, we're all destined to either be friends or not, and at one point we were, now we're not. But I just want to let you know that the cash cow, not me. And yeah, I did put cows and milk in there, and Omar would laugh every time I did that because he knows that that was his comment, not mine. And again, you want that screenshot, I have it for you. That came directly from him. I don't know what to do with Dave. Should I milk the cow? So be careful. And you know again, the other mod, racist. Your hosts, racist. That's the community you want to be part of, that's fine. But thank you for coming in and being brave enough and asking, because that's all we're asking for. But you know what? You're right. You don't have nothing to hide. I mean, the whole story might be a mix-up about the whole airline ticket things. Um, all I did was say that you were a short name for Richard. That's all I've ever said. I did not badmouth you to my mods. And who told you that? One of our old mods? Please. Who can't be trusted? No. Again, there's screenshots. I'll be happy to show them. I got nothing to hide. But to actually badmouth you? No. No. But again, you're the only one who's in here speaking up. So that's good. Because obviously we have nothing to hide. You have nothing to hide. We got everything, to show you as the proof. That's fine. Because I'm tired of people talking about us. Again, thank you for what you guys did for the channel. We will always be thankful for that. But using you guys for anything that you thought we did, not true. The people who are using you are the people you're mods for now. And that's in blatant text. Tandy says, what matters most is what is inside in the heart of people. Miss Moon says, I'm always friendly. Baby Cake says, they are haters because they're irrelevant, very low following, and jealous of you guys. It's not for me. Tandy says, 100% we should get together. Miss Moon says, you're bigger and better than that because you're down to earth, normal people. And normal people have issues. Junior Wonderland says, putts. I had to look it up. Junior LA Shootout. I'm sorry. Now that my little mind, thinks back to that day, you didn't know anything about what had happened on that trip until the week before when your BFF effed us and almost left us stranded on the other side of the world when we called crying, upset that we couldn't believe she had done that. And all you could say was, she didn't seem like she'd be that kind of a person. You said it 6 times in one night after we went to have dinner. And I was like, and so what do we look like, liars? It's on the stream. It's there in text. We have all the screenshots. She's the one that gifted us. We didn't care about that because she wanted to go into Club 33 and we didn't let her because she wanted to go for Isaac's birthday for Club 33. We didn't let her. She wanted merch all the time. She complained because we didn't give her a freaking big bag and we gave her like a little one. She's like, every time I go, I ask for different bags for everybody. I don't care. You're lucky that we were able to even get you stuff until you finally found somebody else to go and hunt down to get you your damn free Club 33 crap. Again, you can stick it where it needs to go. Because when you stopped getting stuff from me is when you effed us. Nobody knew about that. Nobody. Plane tickets already bought. That didn't come from nobody. Nothing. We got suggestions from Dave from some hotels that his wife had stayed at for her jobs. We could have tried there. We took the suggestions, Thank God we were able to get with Jarena, who got her travel agent to help us. And we were able to pay for our hotel. We did. Not nobody else. Nobody helped us pay for any of that trip. Not one penny did that come from anybody to help pay for that trip. The only thing that was supposedly gifted, which was probably a lie from the beginning, was that hotel from her. That was it. And then when she stopped getting what she wanted, she went and canceled her reservations. Who are you? What's wrong with you? Baby K says, don't listen to them. Sus, keep doing your Botox, your makeup, your hair. Keep feeling yourself, girl. They are projecting. Mystical Star Lily says, I'm just old, Junior, and that's okay. And F says, we could reminisce about Cabbage Patch Dolls, Madonna, MJ. Yes, Cindy Lauper, we are the world. Oh, we are the world. We are the people. Okay. Roller rinks, cassette mixtapes, then CDs, then MP3s, moving on to VHS, to DVD, to streaming. Lots of love. Chrissy says, I laugh when you talk about the bicentennial. I went to a concert at the LA Coliseum, Bay City Rollers, KC, and the Sunshine Band, and y'all were so in good. The hospital nurseries. We were babies. Mystical Star Lily says, oh, wow, Chrissy, I love that group. Judith Manuel says, who is Peaky Blinder? Oh my gosh, you haven't seen Peaky Blinders on Netflix? Watch it. It's so good. The music's good. It's totally action packed. Cillian Murphy is just amazing and hot and handsome. Just the whole time, the era starts to take place, I think, in early 30s. Around that time, it's a great show. Watch it. The accents are a little bit strong. It is in English, but yeah, really good. Miss Moon says 80s in my house right now. It's like 90 in mine. Crazy says LOL Stargazer. Puddles at the theme park says, like we said that night, the photos didn't do it justice. Oh my God, Puddles, it's gorgeous. So nice. Mystical Star Lily says, pretty. And it says, oh, pretty jacket. Carol 8 says, wow, beautiful. Angie LA53 says, wow, way to go, Puddles. Puddles at the park says, yay, perfect fit. Perfect, like a little glove. He says, I think, yeah, perfect fit. The small, I think, would have been too big on the arms and stuff. Wondrous says, Celeste, is the mega couple that came out on News 7 Latino 2. No, the hosts of the channel across the world, they're the ones. We had this big conversation one time when we were in the car, and we didn't realize at that time how what big of MAGA they were. But again, we overlooked it, and they heard our side, we heard their side. I think we went to Griffith Park that day. Was that the Griffith Park day? I would say it was the Griffith Park day. Then we had this conversation with them, but it was not heated discussion, but we just realized what their stand was on that. But again, we chose to overlook it. Again, we don't see those type of things when we're with our friends, and if you're our true friends, you choose to overlook those things. Everybody's has a right to their own thoughts, opinions, likes, beliefs, all that stuff. Just don't bring it around me. I don't bring my stuff around you, and we just keep it separate, and we just concentrate on our friendship. We're good, but they are very mega. Chrissy says, so cute. Good job, Puddles. Miss Moon says, that's nice. Tandy says, so cute. Puddles says, we actually reached out to Celeste to make sure we got the right size. Yes. Tandy says, nice. Puddles. Andrew Kwan says, I would support Akari if she became a world famous streamer, just for the record, right? She totally should. Junior Ellie Dog says, how about Spawny? Yes, Spawny. We love Spawny. He's our day one mod. Oh my gosh. Please make sure you guys follow Spawny. He does stream late night from Disney, so please show Spawny some love. Go watch his streams. Andrew Kwan says, I read this one. And GLA53 says, I also like Jason and Michelle of Just Imagine. Oh, I don't know who they are. I don't think I've heard of this channel. Live streamers? Wondrous says, I don't know if the backstabbing bullies still participate in that chat. I saw in that other channel. I haven't watched her since that day. Yeah, I mean, I don't know, to be honest with you. We did watch again that one day because we were told. And not just, everybody always thinks it's our mods. No, it was actually by a viewer who said that they were saying bad stuff about us. And we went to go in there to see, and I was like, oh my God, like, what the hell, And again, I don't really want to blame her. I in my heart, again, I don't want to. If she knew about it, she knew it was malice what they were going to do, then shame on her. But if she honestly didn't, I would have thought that maybe she would have put a stop to it. Again, she didn't at that point. The next day she did come in and say that she didn't realize what was going on. Again, her channel, her words. Again, I hope that she didn't realize the full extent of what was going on. And what they were going to do on her channel. But they used her platform, which is wrong, again, not YouTube etiquette for them to go and troll another channel. Why not use your own? Why use somebody else's? She could have got her channel shut down. That was really risky. I don't think she would have been that dumb to allow somebody else to come into her channel to do that and allow for that to go on. At least that's what I want to think. Miss Moon says, I love all the ones you mentioned. Puddles of Theme Park says Lisa Lan is also very... Lisa Lan, yes, a vlogger. I don't think live streamer, but yes, she is also one. We love Lisa Lan. Puddles of the Theme Park says Versace is the OG. Dude, I don't know. Such a bad friend. I don't know how I could have forgot about Versace. Angela53 says, are we able to hype this video, right? I wish. I don't know how that works. Oh, and Gian. Oh my God. Our new friend Gian. Love Gian. Please, I believe the channel is He Goes by Gian, Gian. We met him when we did the VIP tour with Puddles. Gian, super nice. I think he streams late nights too on certain days. He's amazing. We really got along well with him. He posts a lot on. He posts a lot. Oh, he posts a lot. Everything I see is on Instagram. I think. Oh, that might be Instagram. Yeah, that I see. Love Gian so much. So please, please, please make sure you follow Gian. Thank you, Akari. Totally forgot about Gian. Chrissy says, there's a divide on TikTok too. I love people with good hearts. Wondrous says, it's especially sad when it's your own people turning on you. Shame on them. Yeah. Mystical Star Lily says, being kind and showing compassion in life is all it takes for a good friendship. So glad you found those that you can trust. Yeah. I mean, the ones who stayed with us through everything know the truth, and they've seen everything. Again, everything has been on stream. There's nothing that we can lie about. Everything that has happened has been on stream. Everything that's been gifted on stream. Everything. Everything. So how can you say that anybody even would steal from me, whatever? Come on. You're the one that gifted it. We hit 10K. You gifted it. And then you took it back. So be it. That's fine. But you could have at least had the decency to say something. No, instead you ghosted everybody. And then we reached out to you, text you directly, Instagram, and poof, nothing. You're like a freaking ghost. And you wanted us to go all the way to the other side of the country with nowhere to stay. Shame on you. You're evil. Wondrous says, I don't agree with you on that ex-friend, not to be as bad as others or that she's innocent and being used. I think she's the same as there. Could be. Again, it's hard for me, I guess, because me and her were such good friends. That one hurts a little, so I would like to think that, even though we were not friends anymore, that she wouldn't. Again, you don't have to like somebody, but for her to be that evil, I would hope not. I mean, I would think not. The other one, even though she was our mom, I was never really that close to her. I always blame this one for that one. But, yeah, I mean, that one I can't speak on. Obviously, she is evil, but Mystical Star Lily says, I lost my mom 2 years ago, and I went in someone's chat one day and was harassed and bullied. Oh no. And banned because I said I missed her. It hurt me so bad. It was a person from another country's chat. Oh no. I'm so sorry. Again, in our channel, we never, do that when you've lost a family member. If you come in and, again, as long as it has nothing to do with hate or malice, again, we don't try not to talk too much about politics. We have more recently because we have been affected directly by some things that have happened, and the fact that, we are Mexican. We are, our fellow Latinos, we are going, through it right now, and it's not a safe world. And then again, for all of our colorful LGBTQ family that we love, and again, I told you my daughter's part of that. We love everybody, and as long as you're coming in and you're not showing hate or malice or telling lies or rumors or trolling, everything is safe to say in our stream. Everything. You are in a safe community here in our stream. Miss Moon says you can't steal. Not even given those, right? Exactly. Hello. Yes. Yes, 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 and yes. Chrissy says, I'm sad that happened to you. Miss Gosarle says, that's not for me. Akari says, that's not for me. Wondrous, yes, she says the name with the big alligator, pink alligator head, says Dachilan. Miss Gosarle says, thank you, Akari. Baby Cake says, wow, I can't believe they did that to you. Mystical Star Lily, so sorry for your loss. Mystical Star Lily says, thanks, but that's not for me. Carrie B says, call them out. We don't protect bullies anymore. Exactly. Again, that one slipped out, but you know what? It had to come out. I will never speak bad about any of the other channels because, again, they have never done, again, we stopped talking for whatever reason. I mean, I don't know, whatever rumors. I mean, I haven't heard nothing directly towards us from those other channels. Someone will never say anything about them. But the fact that that one particularly came in, trolled our channel, went to somebody else's channel, trolled our channel, called out our names, put my personal information out there again, where I worked, my first name, my last name, everything. Everything they had, they put on that channel. How dare you? And, so that's not okay. That's why those people I will call out. The old mod that left us almost stranded on the other side, I will call her out. Not okay. Not okay with the evil devils from the other side of the world. Not okay with the evil devil mod that we used to have. Not okay. Not okay with those ones. Everybody else, I don't have no ill will towards. We stopped talking for whatever reason. The other ones, I have an issue with you. When you attack me, my family, my friends, anybody directly, I have an issue with you. Those two I have an issue with. Chrissy says, Javier coached him so much. Angela 53 says, I wonder how he didn't see the signs to not mess with you. Junior Alice, your dog says, RKO'd. What's RKO'd? You can't use acronyms with me, man. You know I'm not good at those. Juno Wonderland says, yes, you guys helped him a lot. Yes. Miss Moon says, Crazy for Disney says, well, there it is. All questions answered. Yeah. Andrew Kwan says, let's get a megaphone so you can accidentally let out the name again for all of the US to hear. Andrew! I know. Man. Dang. Mr. Michael says, just give Javier a mic. Tandy says, never heard of them, never watched. I'm proud of it, especially if they hurt you guys. Thank you, Tandy. Thank you so much. Wonder says, he must be the same fatherless bully. Jesus, don't come at me. I grew up fatherless, but I'm no bully. Same thing here. I grew up without a father. My father just recently passed away, and I regret not being as close with my dad as I wish I could have been, and that hurts me every day. But never in my life. I mean, my dad was such a religious man. He was a holy roller big time, and I loved him for that, but um, you know, uh, it's just I just taught me to love everybody. Again, there's no lines here. I don't see. I'm colorless. I'm colorblind. Carol H with 1999 super chat. Oh, thank you, says we love you, Celeste and Javier. We stand behind you with boxing gloves and all. LOL. Aw. Let's see. Miss Moon says that's horrible. Miss Gosar Lily says thanks, Junior. She didn't defend me. She was. Oh, that's not for me. Lex Zach says please save the stream. I'm watching from the beginning. Oh yeah, it'll be there. I'm sorry, guys. Give me 1 second. I'm afraid to get out of here. Hold on. Okay, sorry guys. Carrie B says, let it out and let it go. This will give you all peace. And it is. Finally, I'm done with it. I can be at peace now because it has been eating me alive for so long that I have not been able to speak up and speak out and speak, and speak the truth because I'm always being censored. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of being depressed. I want to be happy now and let it go and let everybody know that these are not nice people, you know? Um, and they're mean. They're mean and they're evil. And they're bullies. Straight out bullies. That's not right. Carrie B says, oh, I read. Tandy says, thank you for being transparent. Carol H says, LOL, sorry, not sorry. Mystical Star Lily says, yes. That's not for me. Wondrous says, recording this, not for me. Miss Moon says, prayers for senseless. Thank you, Miss Moon. Chrissy says, then turns around to mod up others who ditched out. Yep. Thank you for subscribing, Lex Zach. Carrie, let's see. Christy says, yes, Celeste, I'm just a viewer, but stay quiet mostly. Love you, Christy. Wonder says, he used you. Yeah, 100%. She used us too. Wondrous says, I remember that. Again, Dave, thank you for speaking up. I mean, again, we may not see eye to eye anymore on things. We may not be friends anymore. Again, but obviously you were the only one who was brave enough to come in and speak. And I respect you for that. One just says, not the money comment, just him saying something about his comments getting deleted. Junior LA Street Dog says, Chelsea, let me hold something till payday. Let's see here. Wonders, let's see. It's not for me. Yeah, again, we do have those. I think you're right about, I do remember now about the whole skunk thing. Wonder says, yes, sadly, some jumped on the bullies bandwagon quick. Chris says, all opinions aside, I appreciate that someone is showing up. Wonder says, true Christy. Flashy say, I saw him talking crap on Beanie. Okay, yeah. Carrie B says, call them out, Flashies. We don't protect bullies. Let's see here. Flashy says, I don't like bullies. I was bullied all through school. I was too. I was always the small person and I always got bullied. And as I grew older, I became popular and I kind of grew out of that. But now as an adult, here I am getting bullied again. And for what? It makes no sense. We all mind our own business. And, it's just sad. It's really sad how everything had to end. But I'm just glad that it's finally out and the truth is out. And again, you want the screenshots? I'd be happy to give them to you. Happy to show them on stream, show whatever. They're there. Again, there's only one person brave enough to actually ask. That's the only thing we've ever asked for is if you heard something, then say something. Let us know because we can probably have something to support that we didn't say or do that, or maybe we did and we tell you the truth. You know? Megan Anderson says, just wanted to drop in and tell you I love you, Celeste. Javier, I'm beautiful. People in this chat love you and miss you. It's been snowing here in Tennessee today. Wow. Hi, Megan. How are you doing? How are you feeling? I hope you're doing well. Love you and miss you. Candy says, total subject change, but I'm trying to mojo marinade for proc. I plan to make a Cuban sandwich. Ooh, that sounds good. That sounds good. Baby Cake says, I'm at B&E. They are super nice and kind. They are. Amazing. Amazing streamers. Chrissy says, let's see. Chris says, keep it Disney. If you have any thoughts, take it to Discord or DMs. Exactly. I don't think anybody's messages have been blocked. Chrissy says this is for the chat, not JNC. Let's see. Gio says that's for me. Thank you, Gio. That was actually a really good comment. Miss Moon says, I kept saying hi to someone on a channel. I was wondering why they were ignoring me. I'm guessing because I'm a JNC fan. Miss Moon says that was so wrong. Scary being in another country and knowing nothing. Megan says, I haven't been around to know what's really going on, but just to hear that someone has attacked your loving spirit and your kindness, both of you, I am sorry. Ultimatum regarding friends. There should never be an ultimatum, ever. But knowing what you knew just kind of sucks that you would have chose the more evil of the two. Megan Anderson says, and I just want to say that you we have never met, that you and Javier, this community has helped me through my loss of my husband with kindness and love and understanding, and I thank you for that. You're welcome, Megan. Love you, sweetheart. Flash says, Megan, you are loved here and will always be family in this chat. Miss Cat says, you guys, Danilan Living Dead fam. I don't know Living Dead fam. Are they streamers too? B&E are truly the best streamers. I'm sorry you are going through this. You're both so kind and wonderful. Thank you for being here for us. Bear Time says, hello, how are you, my friend? Hope everything is well. My dear friend, hi, Bear Time. Welcome in. Wonder says, shame on the main culprit. He must love the divisions he has caused in our Latino community. Yes. All him. Other side of the world. Ursula Gibbons says, Celeste, you told people I'm a stalker and I'm not. Your mods chose not to bother me since it hurts, as I thought they were friends too, but out of something bad you came out something good. Wait, what? Oh, you think so?
I don't know. It has a different name.
I don't know Ursula Gibbon. I'm sorry. I don't know who you are. So I don't think I would have called you a stalker, but I don't know. I don't know who Ursula Gibbon is. I'm sorry. Let's see. Pemby Mom. Oh. Oh. Hi, Karen. I love you, Karen. You're a true friend, Karen. Love you. Miss you, by the way. Megan Anderson says, "Oh, was that little guy?" Oh no, I think it was my daughter's dog. You probably saw. Tandy says, "Celeste, you are my sister, fellow Taurus, and 1976 baby. Best wishes always. Heading to bed, my friend. Love you, Tandy. Thank you for joining in tonight. Thank you." Let's see. Bever Time says, "I will always be here for you and Javier, no matter. You are both amazing, kind-hearted souls, great friends to meet, even only meet a couple of times. Thank you." Wonder says, "But sadly, I think she is bad as the main bully because yeah, it started with her and it just kind of trickled down, went to him. He believed her lies. Fortunately, our old friend believed her lies. But I mean, there's nothing again that we can do. We can only say our part, and it's your choice, what you want to do with that information that we provide you. And they chose the eviler side. That's okay. Um yeah. Pemby Mom says, "I love you, girl." I love you too. Swervy, hey! All right, you guys. Really quick. Is really quick. Actually, I actually had a question that was brought up to me. I don't know if they're still in here or not, but we may actually take that comment up and talk about that on a different day, talking about our adult children. And it was actually a very good question. Again, it was something that I think I really wanted to address, because something also that, going through. And it was a great question. I think it was from Carol H. We'll definitely address that next time. Again, my platform, I choose to talk about what I want to talk about. Again, I am happy that I've actually been able to open up. I'm sorry, again, to whoever is watching this and who's too scared to speak up. Thank you again, Dave, for speaking up. Again, can continue this offline, whatever it may be. Again, I just want to let you know, never have bad mouth you, your wife, the family, nothing. If anything, was just hurt because you considered us family, and we told you something that your friend had done to us. You didn't believe that she would do such a thing. We told you, well, she did until she does, but you guys still chose that, and that's fine, and that's okay. That's your choice. Again, we don't have to like it. Again, and if we chose to walk away, that was our choice. And I'm sorry, maybe you didn't like it, maybe you're happy with it, I don't know. But it was our choice to walk away. Again, am I guilty of calling you short name for Richard? Absolutely, I will 100% own that. But I've never ever said anything about you badly about any of your donations that you've ever made to the channel. I've never, what I think you said, that we called you a cash cow. We never did. That was your host of the channel that you now mod for. Again, you want to see those screenshots? Be happy to show them to you. So just be careful when you give more to them, because that's all they want you for. And thank you to everybody for joining tonight. Again, rewatch, share, comment. I'll be happy to still answer more comments here after the live stream. I feel better letting this all out, because I've been wanting to do it for such a long time, since the whole Florida incident. That's how long I've been holding this in. Again, no ill will to any of the other channels, you know, that we used to be friends with. Again, people just grow apart. We don't like each other for whatever reason. We're not friends anymore. You know, again, maybe one day you guys reach out to me too and say, you know what, we're not friends because we heard this or we did this or you did this. Again, we don't know unless you come to us and tell us. To the evil channel across the world, good luck, good riddance. You know, we're done with you on this channel for good and forever. That's it. There's no more. And I'm done with that evilness. Again, throwing all the trash in the bag, sealing it up, tying it, and finally throwing it away because it's time. Because I'm tired of it eating me alive. And I'm done with it now. And I'm so happy that I've finally been able to get this off my chest. And I didn't say I was going to do it tonight because I'm sure I would have been censored. But I didn't care. It needed to be done. And I'm, you know, I'm sure, you know, there's probably going to be a meeting that's going to happen. And I'm okay with that. You know, I'm taking responsibility for my own actions and for everything that I've said and done tonight. Again, none of it has been a lie. I'm just happy that I've been able to finally bring it all out. And again, I invite anybody who I've talked about on here to come on in and address it next time I'm live or whenever you want to, but on my channel, okay? Because I'm the one that brought it up, not on any other channel, on this channel right here. And I will be happy to address you 100%. Thank you to all the new subscribers, all the OG subscribers. Thank you to everybody, not just our fellow streamers, but thank you to all streamers, because there is somebody that watches you. There is somebody that looks up to you. There is somebody who's inspired by whatever it is that you show on your stream, on whatever platform it may be, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Twitch, whatever it is, you know, X, whatever. Thank you guys so much, because, you know, without social media, you know, we don't get to get our word out. We don't get to have our voices heard. You know, usually before, word of mouth was like playing telephone. It would get mixed up all the way to the other end, and that's what we were playing here. Why? Why are we playing telephone and everybody hears different things and all the rumors going around, when we have a platform here and we can come and speak our mind and say what we want, and say what needs to be said? And that's what I'm using my platform for, not just for a situation that happened today, but also, again, for the situation that happened with my daughter. Again, please be vigilant. Be mindful of your surroundings. Love one another. Respect one another. Don't bully people, because it does hurt them. Don't talk about where they live, how they live, what their house looks like, what their body looks like, what their face looks like, what their teeth looks like, what anything looks like. Don't do it. It's wrong. You hurt people that way. People die because they are so mentally strangled, because they cannot hear any of the negative feedback. Say something nice to somebody, because they may need to hear that one nice thing, and you may save somebody's life. We have so many DMs that have come in that have told people, that people have told us thank you. And that's the fire that keeps me going, because there's days where I don't want to come here and stream, and I get a DM and I'm like, I need to be there. These people rely on me. Every day somebody comes in and they tell me how much they love my shorts and how much they're inspired by them, and they thank me for them. Thank you guys for watching my shorts. Thank you to everybody who participated in the live stream today. Thank you to everybody who purchased a super chat, a super sticker, a Venmo, Chudo, whatever it is that we, I don't even know the volume. I can't remember my spill. Thank you for everybody who purchased a Merchline membership. Thank you so much. Thank you to the mods. As always, I know this was probably a tough night for you. I don't know how many, how hard we had your little fingertips working tonight, but thank you for always keeping the chat safe. Thank you for everybody for allowing me to be transparent and speaking my mind. Okay, this is my mind. This is my thoughts. This is what I know to be fact on my end, okay, with supporting evidence. I don't know what else is out there in the world, but I know what I've spoken on is 100% truth, fact, again, with supporting evidence. And thank you, everybody, so much. I am not afraid ever to speak my mind. One thing that I am definitely not. I will continue to do it because that is what makes me, me, and I am special. I am unique. I am one of a kind. I am proud of who I am. I've not always been able to say that, but I am. And I'm thankful for everybody in my life, all my friends, my family, my kids, my coworkers, everybody that I know. Thank you guys so much, all my little fur babies. I love you all. Until next time, get your fashion on, spend some money, cha-ching it, cha-ching it, cha-ching it, do whatever you got to do. It's time to do some retail therapy after tonight's stream. Again, Petals, thank you for picking up the beautiful jacket for me, sir. Thank you very much. March babies, again, happy birthday to you. We got Kai's birthday coming up pretty soon, I believe next weekend. Happy early birthday to her from K&J Adventures. Please make sure you follow all of our friends, streamers. Chick Piano. I even forgot about Chick Piano. I saw her today playing her piano. You know, we don't see her in the park anymore. I wish we did, but she's a beautiful, world-renowned pianist, in case you guys didn't know. So if you're into orchestra or piano, please go follow. Is she still under Chick Piano? Chick Piano. World of Chick Piano. Um, Amazing. Please just follow everybody, you guys. Love everybody. Again, no hate. Um, I do have something against, again, that streamer over there. That mod, those two mods over here. Sorry. The racist mod and our old one. Evil. Don't deal with them. Everybody else, if I don't like you, I'm sorry. Anyways, I'm sure you don't like me either. That's it, you guys. I love you. Good night. Until next time, Merch Queen out.